still not enough.
Where did those even come from? Like, they were out for blood. What happened?
Yes, and we gave them some.
Oh,
They also took some from Cheppy's cousin, twice removed from the other side of the family.
where's Moonbrook?
What happened? Sorry, Oh, it's dead. All right.
Where's Moonbrook?
I don't know.
Help! I need help back here.
We can't just leave her. We have to find her now. She could be hurt.
No, I don't want to leave it. Let's take our time. So
Very well, then run. Then run.
Yep.
Be fast. Be quick. Slip and
Yeah,
fall.
we can-
fall
we
down
can-
there. All right?
Oh.
There's no time
I'm
to
not
waste.
going down to help you, though, so if you fall, you are dead.
You go ahead, attend to them. I'll watch us from back here, just in case another one shows up. Also watch over her.
Okay.
Help the dog. Help Gareth.
Where's the Yeti?
Where's the Yeti? The dead. All of them are dead, and that's on you. I hope you understand that. That is on you.
Could I have someone come with me so I can get to Ariel? I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah, no, I'll go. I'm right behind you, or in front of you, wherever you need me to be. It's fine.
Well,
Because if I take it, I will beat you in the powers of mind I have. You will be a tool for me. Keep that in your mind, in your spirit and soul, Teriel. You will dominate it. How much longer? How soon can I be this? I need this power now, and I need to infuse with it immediately. That this is all for the sake of order, vengeance, justice. I too can keep going. You can rest, and me and Leoric can look for Astrid. That's her name, right?
No splitting up.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Look
don't
after.
ask for much at all, but I need to rest.
we're just going to get a boost, see what's up here. We're not going very far.
You hear the sound of ice begin to crack and shatter, and you hear a yell from Teriel. Teriel, you fall into the chasm. The rocks tumbling around you, ice falling heavy on you. You grab onto a stone as you are plummeting down, but it just crumples beneath your hand, and you fall, into the darkness. You fall.
We can do it. Azut is with us.
And Leoric just leans back into the darkness and floats down. Spare the dying, and he tries to...
Help me get...
You know, when I said I wanted you to fall, I didn't mean off a fucking place like that, right?
What is it?
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry,
That's mine.
we didn't...
That's mine. Give it
We
back
needed
to me.
to try to climb up.
We need to get out of here. Is that okay if we take it?
Do what you wish.
Just rest.
All right.
That's a 20.
A 20.
All right. Haha. This is awful.
Azuth is with you.
Yes. That's right.
What's going on? I don't
Well, we have to... I need you to help me get everybody. They fell down the cavern. And I need you to help me pull them up. They fell down the cavern right outside. So just... Come on. Come.
You begin to head down the mountain. And we return to our group. Now, at the bottom of Kelvin's cairn, at the base camp, as they make up their mind on where to go next.
Well, we did promise those dwarves that we'd get to them. And their iron.
You did.
Yeah, it's true. The only problem is there's no like clear path to get there. It's
Where?
like southish. I don't know. Do we have a map?
I have a map.
Maybe Garrett knows.
He has gone this way before.
I mean, I know, just off the top of my head, I know it's in the direction of Bryn Shander, so we can do it. If he wants to go with us. Who wants to ask him?
What are we asking? Sorry.
You know, we have a choice between going to one of the beaten trails, or we could just go straight down from here down to Bryn Shander. And we had that thing we told the dwarves, and they were going to give us some shinies. So I'm just saying it's in our best interest to go down that way.
Well, we could do it. We can go south from here. But I'm not sure what
I don't know.
is down there.
Garrett.
Yes.
Can we talk to you for a minute?
Yes.
We we made your husband a promise to get you back safely.
For that, I am thankful.
But what do you... We're thinking about heading straight south, but wanted to know from you, if we do that, are you going to come with us?
He looks at his companion, Perilou Fishtinger, who looks back up the mountain, and she, the halfling that was a part of his expedition, she looks up the mountain and then casts her eyes down to the ground. He looks at her, and he does the same. I'll go with you.
That's great, because, I mean, how well do you know these lands?
I suppose as well as anyone else.
Have you gone this way before?
Which way?
South from here towards Bryn Shander?
It can be a difficult journey. We're traveling across the open tundra. We can go through the Dwarven Valley. Usually they will at least offer some shelter for strangers.
Oh,
At least
okay.
for a day, maybe.
That's good. That's good enough. Anybody else object?
No.
So Teriel just starts to like open his eyes. We need to go see the dwarves.
Okay.
I made an oath to this little one, and thou shalt not break it. But what we can do, form maybe a pact, a bond, or something with the battle hammer, and we can come back up with more knowledgeable people. No one knows the mountains as much as they do. Might be an asset. We did make a promise to them as well, because the more we pull ourselves away from here, the more they stay attached to it. And he kind of looks at Garrett and Perilou. Yeah. And just kind of stares at Perilou. I made an oath. I must keep it.
Okay.
Will that work?
Also, I'd like you to be on the sled. Okay, you need to rest a little bit more.
No. I seek punishment for my I shall walk.
Punishment for what? Gravity?
Get in the fucking sled.
You can't fly. It's okay.
She like walks behind, and she like sticks her fingers out.
Cheppy can help. Cheppy can help.
No, do not cast your demon magic on me. Fine, if you want me on this sled, I'll be on this sled, but not for long, until I get my bearings. Kind of like moves toward. Wait, are we near the sled?
Yeah, there are.
Okay,
there's
so
there's a dog now. There's basically a sled that's full of dogs now. You have the full 6 dogs on the sled.
Actually, did we have? Was there that sled and then the one we had another one?
There's
we have
2
two sleds now.
You
technically
have
3.
Yeah, you have. No, there was one that was like overturned.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah, it was messed up.
yeah, so it was overturned. It's partially damaged. You might be able to fix it. And you have yours. But there's a total of 6 dogs. Technically, it's supposed to be 6 dogs to a sled to pull it well. But if you want, you can try and divvy it up. It won't be balanced though.
How many dogs do we have?
6.
6.
Including Boy, right? He's not in any condition either.
No, I don't
Boy has
think
been
so.
healed along with Garrett.
Oh, is he full?
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
that's right, I
looking.
healed
They're
him.
looking
That's
better.
right.
Garrett does have some frostbite, like on his cheek. You can see his cheek is a bit blackened. But for all intents and purposes, he's healed. So is Boy.
Okay.
Can I tinker with the sled to see if I can fix it?
I can probably fix it as well. I have mend as an ability, as a cantrip.
Listen, you can try whatever you want.
But I don't think...
If
That's
you don't
3
have
sleds
any
you're trying to
tools
fix, right?
to fix a sled, magic might be a good alternative.
I mean, if we have 2 sleds already, I don't think we need a third. We can keep the third here.
This would be the second sled. So
so our second sled is damaged?
Yes,
yeah.
You only brought 1 sled. The second
Right.
sled was here already, overturned and partially damaged.
Oh, I thought there were 2 sleds, including not including ours. Okay, my bad. I must have misunderstood.
Fine.
So Moonbrook goes over to the sled and starts looking it over before, nodding to Teriel to come and take a look at it too. Come on.
Alright. Dick takes his sword and like plants it in the snow. He's using it as almost like a cane. Okay. Clear
You
cut
see how
pieces.
this is? Yeah.
If we can bring them together, bring Nissa. If she can muscle it together, I can mend it with magic.
Nissa,
Yes. How can I help?
here, you hold this together, and then he can maybe fix it.
All right. I just kind of brace and try to hold it together.
I help.
Sure. So just for specifics' sake, Moonbrook, do you have any tools to try? Oh, I'm sorry. This is Teriel that's just trying to fix this, or you're just trying to assist him?
Teriel is gonna fix
magic
it with
mending.
mend.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's not what was that the right thing to post? Or is it the eye?
No, you did the right
You're
thing.
right.
So this,
Okay.
yeah, this isn't. There's no damage or anything for this spell. This is basically a repair spell. So
Arcane superglue.
yeah,
That's cool.
it's a matter of fixing like a break in something. Yeah, I think with mending, you're able to get this sled probably back to normal. And you fix probably one of the I guess a ski. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably got some equivalent like skis or something underneath. That's probably broken. And after a minute, you're able to knit the things back together. What does it look like when you cast the spell when you do it?
So his spell casting comes from his paladin powers. So he places his hand near his face and he kind of chants into his hands, and his hands glow like almost a holy radiant glow. And He just takes his hand and sweeps it over the pieces and back and forth, and you'll see strings of light snake toward each other and slither around each other and just kind of slightly pull while Nissa's kind of muscling it together while the spell is, kind of tightening it together until it places itself, kisses, so to speak, and the magic ends. It takes about a minute to cast, and the magic ends and metal is together.
I just see pretty lights surrounding my hands, and I'm looking at Teriel, very impressed. And I put it down, let go, and it's fixed.
There we go.
Now get your ass in the sled.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You did well, friend.
Would that work on like old toothpicks? Because I keep them.
I'd rather not cast this own toothpicks, but I don't know,
Perhaps
actually.
Let him
Disgusting.
rest some.
Wait,
Okay.
gross.
All right, so now we have 2 sleds, 2 working sleds. Thank you very much, Tariel. We also have 6 puppies, and also Thrak here. So we could take, we could have Thrak pull one of them, and then we could have their side. Yes, there you are. Or we could also, you're probably hungry, aren't you? Here you are.
Actually, all the dogs might be a little bit hungry, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well,
No, I got it. I got it. I'm gonna
You
go
got it?
ahead and I'm gonna
All right.
cast Goodberry and put my hand together and whisper, and then small pops in the air as 10 berries fall out into my palm. And I'm gonna go around and give one to each of the dogs, including Boy. And then, is that 7 dogs?
There are 6
It's
dogs.
6 dogs.
6 dogs
And-
with Boy. It's 6. Okay, so then I'll pocket the other 4.
Can I have one?
Yeah, here you go. And I'll hand it over.
May I have one as well?
Okay, hold on. Here you go. Here you go. I got 2 more. Does anybody want another one?
Oh, I'll have one. If you're offering
Yeah.
it.
Like druid candy.
Yeah, it's
Very good.
You're gonna be nice
Thank you.
and full.
Does it have healing properties?
No, it just makes you feel full.
Give it to someone that really deserves it at the moment. Looks like it looks like Garrett and Periwinkle. Good lord, I keep missing
Perilou.
Perilou.
You just hear from like the side Cheppy's tummy just growl.
Or that one.
Perilou grabs the berry and just.
Well,
Thank you.
Quite a pop when you chew on it.
it's almost like it reminds me of home a little bit. High elf children are so privileged and just so greedy at the same time. Home.
Sorry, I'm just so hungry. It's just been. They haven't really. The Yetis didn't feed me or anything.
It's fine, little one. Stay in good health. We need your eyes, too. May you grant us that, at least. Keep your eyes open. Scream if you see something. Especially if
do
it's
that?
small and magical.
Yes,
Kinda like
I can do that.
Shiwa.
What's a Shiwa?
You know it when you
Shawinga.
see it.
Shawinga?
Swinga. Yeah.
Yes,
There
I
it
like
right.
to
is.
sit on Cheppy's shoulders. Cheppy's friends. Although they make avalanches. It's kind of scary.
See Leoric hold up
Jealous.
the lantern. Nothing changes, Leoric.
You know, I'm not gonna say that maybe you guys were seeing things, but we're not finding these, whatever they are, with this
They
lantern.
exist. Believe me.
All right.
We're a rowdy group. Could scare them off. They normally seem like they come when we least expect it.
So
So let's carry on. It's getting colder.
I've
I don't know,
never
so
seen
brittle.
them before.
They're like the little, I don't even. They're like little fairy things.
Chebby would say they're like a little sprite, maybe a fairy.
Like a little spot. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
tiny.
They also they were wearing bones and things as well, and masks, little masks.
Little
Ever?
jackets. They look like little
You're
jackets.
attracted to that frog on our head. So let's carry on, please.
All right,
I
let's
need
go.
rest.
Take a sled. Choose which one, Thrak or the dog. I would say if I was me, I would choose Thrak, but it is up to you. Which one would you
I'll
like?
go on Thrak. The dogs can probably pull more weight.
Very well.
All right.
Anybody want to ride on Thrak?
No thanks.
Okay. That's cool.
So Terrell kind of like pushes together some packages that we've had to use as a headrest and places his furs on top of him and tries to like get as warm as he can. He's not coming out of his armor, of course. Please don't shit on me.
Leoric is able to calm Thrak, and you can climb on without any issues.
Here we are.
Oh my! You have something with that animal. I've
I
not.
don't know. It's maybe like how birds when they wake up, they when they first hatch from their egg, they see their mother, and that's their mother. I think it's probably like the same thing here. I was the one who bought him, and then maybe Thrak thinks I'm the mommy. Isn't that right?
That's a thing.
That is a
The
thing,
birds
I've
wake
heard.
up and see, and they go, "Ooh, mom."
I don't know. You're the one who changes into a goat, so you tell me.
No, I change into it. I don't like know.
You've been
I
an
don't
axe beak
divine all
before?
their secrets. I don't know.
Wait, who was the first person when you changed into an axe beak before? Who was the first person you look at? Was it Moonbrook?
Yeah, it was. I think actually.
All right. Well,
I'm not your mother.
You're my
the way you've been
mom.
looking at her, I think that this is also. I think this is actually proves the case.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, but it's beside the point. I mean, if that's what it is and it thinks you're family, that's great. I just think I've never seen animal handling quite like that. I've never seen anyone. I don't know, just be so natural.
Thrak sort of like bends his neck and sort of rubs his feathery head on Leoric's face and like underneath his chin.
Oh, okay. All right. That's painful. That's sharp. Okay. Oh, okay.
Shall we
Right,
head
I
off?
think- Yeah. Just, all right. Let's go.
I imagine, is Gareth going to take one of the sleds? I imagine.
I can drive a sled if you want.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and do that. And then for the other one, does anyone have a preference? I mean, I'd been doing it the whole time, but I would really like to just walk. It gets so cold sitting in one spot for so long.
Well, isn't Thrak taking one of the sleds and so Leoric's driving that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, is that oof?
That'll be pretty good.
That's gonna
So
be
then
rough.
Garrett can have the other one.
Is that already tied up and everything? Have they already connected that to Thrak?
Well, nobody's set up the sleds yet at all.
Okay.
Leoric was getting Teriel set up on Thrak, but
Okay.
the 5 dogs are still tied up to the other sled, and Garrett's just waiting for you to make a decision.
Just because the sled's so low to the ground and Thrak is as tall as they are, we should probably not tie the sled to Thrak. That's going to flip easily. We can just split the dogs a little bit and just manage the weight.
Sure.
Garrett, what do you think's the best answer? Do you think the dogs are better or Thrak?
Well, the way that the sled is made, it's made for dogs to pull. The way that I'm not sure exactly how you could connect it to Thrak here, to have him pull the sled without it, well, veering off course. You see, it would be
he gestures with his hands, and you can see, I mean, Thrak's pretty tall, and the dogs are much lower to the ground. So trying to attach it to Thrak would be very difficult. Like the front of the sled would probably be like angled wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Can we split the dogs? Will they handle the weight?
Well, you made it here with Boy in front of the sled. I'm assuming that he was, well, a bit over anxious to see me again, but it should be possible. He won't be able to go as fast, but yes.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna start pulling some of the dogs off and, okay, come on, I'm just going over here, and then tie them up, and I guess split 3 and 3 if Boy's good enough to go.
Yeah, we take down the tents and we set up the carts and we...
Yeah, there are a bunch of tents here, obviously. You can take those if you want.
Yes, we will. We'll take everything we can carry.
Are you divvying stuff up to go on one sled and the another?
Yeah, I would think that... How many tents were there? There was 4 tents.
5 tents total. You guys brought 3 and there were 2 here already. Those are Garrett's, technically.
Okay. Well, we'll take Garrett's tents back. But...
I think I brought... Did I bring one? Yeah, I think I brought it.
I can just carry my tent because I was already carrying it.
I think the 3 locals had tents.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just pack my tent back in my pack because I can carry it anyway. So there's only 4 left to split between the sleds that way.
Can I check and see if there's anything else like that we could use? Like, I'm looking for wood mostly. Like, even just the crate smashed up or something. Like something that we can use for wood.
So I won't make. You can go ahead and make another roll for me. This will be investigation, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Spending some time, maybe like 5-10 minutes, kind of looking through everything in the snow. You really can't seem to find anything. The only thing that you might be able to use is back up in the cave, which was the damaged dog sled that was in the cave. Yeah, there were like bits and pieces. You might have been able to use that for wood. You used some of it for the bonfire, but not too much.
All right, thanks.
Well, there was that blizzard, so. All right. Well, if we
did we eat the goat, or do we still have Cheppy's goat?
No, the goat was thrown into the chasm.
The goat had poo
it was
all
ruined.
Over it. Yeah, we opened up its intestines and yeah.
It was very good cause.
Yeah, it was a nice try. Okay, if we're ready to go, yeah,
I'm ready.
That's off.
I guess. Does anybody want to
on Thrak or am I on Thrak? Who's on Thrak?
Teriel's on Thrak.
First?
What's on second? Teriel's on Thrak. If Garrett can pull one of the
dog sleds.
If anyone else wants to pull one, otherwise I know I'm gonna end up doing it. Does anybody want to pull the be in the sled? Anybody?
Be in the sled, of course. Yes, please.
You're gonna drive it.
Teriel be in a sled instead, so he can
drive it.
Cheppy can ride Thrak. Cheppy's okay with that.
Perilou might want to ride.
I have to get down off this. Oh gosh.
So you stay up there. You stay with the rest.
Yeah, no, he's.
And also, you look great up there.
You do. It's regal and
like
stuff.
Oh, thanks. If I was in better shape,
you look great on the ground as well, but you look even greater up there.
I think we just need someone to drive the second sled.
Yeah, anybody want to drive it? It's really easy. You sit down.
I'll do it.
Do it. Cheppy and Frog.
Cheppy, do it.
Okay.
Cheppy and Frog.
Good luck, Cheppy.
don't think that... Oh.
Perilou, would you like a ride?
Cheppy do it or I do it. It's up to you all.
No, Cheppy's got it.
That's right, Cheppy's got it. That's what I thought. I don't trust myself.
Remember last time Cheppy had it?
No.
All right, she's learned.
Oh,
Cheppy
wow.
didn't kill anybody. We're safe.
I do
She's
remember.
become more powerful since then.
What does power have to do with... Never mind. Carry on.
Just stressed.
Okay, let's go.
So,
Okay, I'm getting chilly.
Perilou, I guess to answer your question, Moonbrook, Perilou says,
I can get on the sled. Yes. As long as I'm riding as opposed to driving.
Yeah, of course. I just didn't want to lose you in the snowdrift, so. I wasn't making a short joke or anything. I just. Here, let me help you into the sled.
I would like to also ride in a sled. Is that can I do that? And he starts to sit down on one of the sleds.
yeah, so there's
No,
not...
go for it.
You guys have got a bunch of supplies and things. You can definitely do this, but you're going to have to, like, hang on for dear life, because the sled is made for one driver and stuff on it, and it's bouncing and jouncing around, so there's no seats, really. You're going to have to kind of cling on to the top of it.
It might help if you were smaller again, perhaps.
More compact.
I don't know if it's...
Or you could walk with us.
I will walk. Yeah, all right. I will walk with you.
Okay.
All right. I can do
I
it.
can help with your pack if you like.
No, I will be all right. I am strong. I am 3 hit points stronger now.
So, off you go. Into the cold of Icewind Dale. And I believe we need appropriate music for this.
Perfect.
You know, I was just being polite with Perilou. I wasn't trying to say that she was short or
Yeah,
anything.
I don't think anybody thinks.
No, she was looking at me weird.
Well, you know,
I mean, she is
meant-
kind of short. It's okay, Moonbrook.
She's evening.
Yeah. I think it's something that she, probably deals with a lot. It's just
a fact. It's not necessarily a negative.
Yeah, but
right?
it's a fact, but it's sort of a trigger. You
Is she
hear
being short with you?
Okay.
I think she's a nice person.
Yeah.
She stole Cheppy's food.
Maybe
Well-
not quite as nice of a person.
While we're walking, I'd like to do Druidcraft to see the weather, unless when I look before, the weather is still going to be clear for a while, and then...
No, you don't have to do it again. The weather's going to be clear for most of the day, you think.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything, just keep going.
So, out you go to the cold of Icewind Dale. Who is leading the way?
I'll lead the way.
Do you
I'll
have
walk,
the map?
Give me the map, Leon.
All right. This is my only map, so don't lose it.
I haven't lost it yet.
All right.
I'll be walking close next to Moonbrook, kind of behind her.
I'm probably
Have you
walking...
lost?
I'm walking close
You've
to...
lost it.
I have it.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. False alarm.
I'm
Oh my
walking
God.
sort of close to Thrak and Teriel and just, I don't know, keeping an eye on him because he's been swaying a little bit. So I'm not getting in his space. I'm just keeping an eye on him.
Okay. Teriel, what do you look like as Ray's keeping an eye on you?
He's kind of in and out of meditation. He's trying to centralize everything that he has, his powers, anything you name it, to try to heal himself. But he kind of feels someone staring at him, so he's just kind of laying back. His eyes are half open, but he kind of catches Ray out of the corner of his eye, and he just gives him this
You're
stare.
riding Thrak, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're leaning back?
Well, I said I mushed the packages together on
Okay,
his butt
sure.
to give me a,
Okay.
kind of. It's not something you can put all my weight on. But
You
it's
are.
something.
Is someone guiding Thrak?
Or
is it just
I mean,
Teriel, yours?
I would be probably guiding track.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. If I was
That's what I
keeping
thought
an
was
eye on him-
happening. So I
That's
was
why I'm
listening to
checking.
what was going on.
That's why I'm checking. Okay.
Yeah, but he has his hands on the reins, but it's just kind of relaxed, sword like hanging, and he's just kind of like relaxed looking, but he's keeping an eye on everyone in the surroundings. It's just in and out of meditation. It's not like full, it's just kind of like trying to hold in pain and stuff at the same time. Is there something you have to say, Ray?
No, I'm just enjoying the view.
Enjoying the view.
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
Well, you take beauty in everything around you. Look at this place. It's a snowy wonderland. Look around and see the stars tonight. It's all nice and clear. It's nice.
I recall you calling a place of empty death.
Okay, well, it can be two things.
Don't try to make me laugh, Ray.
Sorry. Look, if you want honesty, you look a little shaky. I just want to make sure you don't fall off, break your neck.
I'll be fine.
I hope
Back here
so.
seems to be in good spirits. But I appreciate your care.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. That's a good question. So Leoric Leoric can't really see too much, right? Does he has a lantern out?
Of course, yes.
You have a lantern out, okay.
I do.
And can Thrax see in the nighttime at all, or I don't know if that's a actually.
Well,
I
Moonbrook can, and Leoric's following Moonbrook. I'm following Moonbrook because I can't see shit.
You've been an Axebeak before, Ray.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like you have a very intimate knowledge as to if Axebeaks can see in the dark. And
I actually couldn't. I'm almost positive I couldn't see in the dark too well at all.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, but does Leoric have the magic lantern out, or like a normal, or is the magic lantern light enough that it is casting?
The
like
magic
a good amount of
lantern
light?
works like a regular lantern for everything
Okay.
else. So he does have the lantern out.
Okay. Okay. Because otherwise I was going to pull mine out, but that's fine.
All right. Moonbrook, please make a survival check. You have advantage because you are being helped by Leoric's map. And
I was
because
just
of your
about to.
special BS that you have.
Thank you. You said advantage. Okay. Hey.
Okay.
Parfait.
You are staying on course. After traveling for probably about 2.5 hours or so, maybe 3, you come upon a valley in the snow up ahead.
Hold.
Up easy, back, all right?
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah. Stop, back, stop.
Garrett, is this the Valley of the Dwarves that you said?
Yes, it looks like the valley up ahead, the Dwarven Valley.
Okay.
Do we need to like pay any, anything for entry, or can we just go through?
I believe they owe us a favor. Oh, wait, how far ahead is she?
No, I'm like with the group. I mean,
Oh, did you come back and talk? Okay. I believe that they owe us. So,
We just tell them that we're here.
common courtesy. Dwarves are...
Well, typically, there aren't really many dwarves around. They live in homes in the valley. It's difficult to see them, but sometimes there will be dwarves that will make their way out. Usually if they are in need of some fresh water, or if they are doing anything else on the surface. Otherwise, they stay tucked away It's much warmer there.
So we might
Right.
we might not even see anybody.
So it's Dwarf Valley because they are indigenous here, and sometimes they will make it out of their habitat to go to the watering hole.
Wait, let me.
That's I guess that's the way to explain it. I mean, if we're not
This
gonna have
is,
to deal with too much, it really depends.
According
could-
to history, this may not even be the full Banner Hammer clan. Maybe some that's looking back to tend to forges. So, I say one of us walk in it open. They will see us before we see them. Just don't do anything rash.
Of course not.
Do you think they know
course not.
magics?
What was that?
Do you think they know magics? Chubby still needs to find somebody who knows some magic. up here.
Absolutely, dwarves know magics. They have
No, I know
clerics.
magic.
They do know magic. Magic of the mountain.
Magic of the frog?
Probably not. But one of you, someone that's clearly visible, and probably not holding your weapon at a... Keep it on your back, your side, and you watch from a distance.
I'll do it. I just got a staff, and I'm gonna start walking forward. I'm probably gonna pull out my lantern as well.
Well, do you owe anybody money out there?
I don't know very many dwarves at all.
Just checking. Chubby's just worried for his safety.
I thank you.
Jeppy
We
is
can
wise.
just go together.
But why are we?
Good.
I don't think the whole clan knows about us. So if we choose to do this, we need to do it very carefully. Maybe stagger ourselves or just not look like we're trying to raid.
Very well. I don't.
Okay, so-
do I look like a raider?
Yeah, that's
No. Well,
I don't. I'm looking
don't think-
around our group and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't look threatening.
I've stowed my halberd like it's in my pack, like tied to my pack.
I laugh because
There you go.
these are dwarves we're talking about.
I don't understand.
They wear a dragonborn, a sun elf, a moon elf, a changeling, a human. They are dwarves. It's
We
better
have a
to
dwarf
approach...
with us.
What?
Oh, we don't? Well, we have a half with us. I'm sorry.
Of course we do.
It's better
Leoric?
to approach.
Oh, yeah.
Lure can
Oh,
just
dear.
become one of them, but he doesn't
Could just be a
probably know
dwarf.
enough
I think that becomes
information.
more disrespect.
I agree.
Than anything.
They
I
could
don't-
be
I
insulted
don't-
by that.
yeah,
We're
don't-
dealing with
People
dwarves,
fall.
as I mind you.
No, I'm
So,
just. It's fine, and I'm just gonna keep. It's fine.
Yes, let Ray.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not letting him go alone.
We
We're
should
not
all
gonna
just
attack
go.
him.
Yeah,
Just
let's
nobody
go.
have a
Hopefully.
weapon out. Chubby doesn't look threatening. Maybe sometimes.
Chubby,
We'll just
you have
go,
markings
and
of
if
a
they
demon on your
come,
face. Might I
Chubby
add.
doesn't know what you're talking about. This isn't demons. This is
Let's
just
not talk about
magics.
demons.
Do what you will.
Froggy does magics. Chubby woke up like this, just like when she woke up with her magic powers. Chubby's got to figure it out. Do you
Just
know
hope
why
they
Chubby's
don't-
face looks like this?
Yeah. Let's just hope they don't have clerics on hand. If you want to travel together, do so. But I say stagger it and go as a big group
I
barging
don't know
into
if I
their
can hear-
lands.
I don't know how much I can hear this because I've been walking the whole time.
God. And Moonbrook kind of rushes after him.
yeah, I kind of rush after them.
Chubby does as well.
Oh gosh, now they run in.
No,
This is going to be a sight
I
to
would
see.
like to.
Don't leave us.
I'm not leaving you. I can't go anywhere. Look at this place. What am I gonna do?
Let's just
Fall
stick
in a
together.
chasm.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a good point. Okay, fine. But I just didn't want to be threatening, you know? When little half elf just walking along, it's not gonna get anybody stirred up, so it's fine if you guys want to come with.
Alright, Leoric, let's stagger behind them. We can at least explain things if things go
Don't
wrong.
be a dwarf. I don't be a dwarf. Or,
No, don't be a
okay,
dwarf.
No dwarf.
So, everyone begins to make their way into the Dwarven Valley. Are you leaving the dog sleds? Are you bringing all your stuff with you? How are you doing this?
Well, Garrett is back behind us, so he could probably take over the sled. Or at least one of them.
Well, he's already driving one
Yeah,
of them.
he was on one, and then
Okay,
Cheppy was on the
so-
other. So
Yeah, so you guys
Someone
just
else
left
can
the
just
sled?
take over.
No, we didn't
There's-
leave him. I thought we were just
That's why
bringing
I'm
it
checking.
us through the
I'm
valley.
checking.
Through.
I
Yeah,
want to
that's
know
good.
where everything is.
Yeah,
we're
bring
definitely
everything
taking
with us, man.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to go back for it. So
Okay, so you drive the sleds, you bring Thrak, everybody starts heading down into the Dwarven Valley.
Leoric, if it comes down to talking, I mentioned a name to a dwarf. That name is Bruna. According to history the scholars gave me, Brunner was a mighty dwarf king of a place called Mithril Hall. And he also spent lots of time here with a legendary crew of his. If it comes down to it, if they get rowdy of any sort, mention that name, but mention it with very much care. It seems to open them up a little bit. He is not the reigning king at the moment, for what I've seen and heard from their clansmen, but his name always shakes up something. But do so in respect.
Very well. Bruno.
Bruna. Yes.
Very well. Thank you for the information.
Aye.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty banged up. I want to be healed completely. Couldn't really meditate much.
Well,
I'm upset with myself. I knew I could ask you for aid, but something else drove me. Something
Well,
deep within.
I was also driven. I was very curious to know where with that path led. So don't feel bad, because I was also right behind you.
Leoric is there. I could practically feel it.
What is that? Shadowland?
It's more than that. It has sentient revenants. It calls to me. It deep dives into my every desires. Of power. Of changing my people's ways. Of freeing our lands. Dealing with our cousins and drow. Everything. Feelings that I didn't even know I had. It goes deep. There's something more to this Shadowland than... It has sentient value. There's remnants there. Something rubbed off on the Shadowland, and it is not. That weak is nowhere near being where it was, or where it could be. It needs me more than I need it. Maybe I need it more than it. It confuses the mind, but I believe I can dominate it. I have trained for this. We have heard of a power greater than this in history.
Well,
I dare not speak his name, for I have feelings that there's some paths of darkness that I am not willing to go down yet.
And now, should you do it alone?
I need you to keep this between us and us alone.
Oh, of course, and Azuth as well. But of
This
course,
power, I will have it, and I will dominate it, Leoric. And if
I
anyone
have no-
stands in my way, I will cut them down. I don't care, friend or foe.
I have no doubt that you will. But I do just want to give you a warning and just reiterate what Nissa has been saying. If it is a Shadowling,
Nissa
then you
has not trained as much as I have. It's a power of willpower. Listen to me, it's a power of the mind. Sentient objects are drawn in by power and in a strength that they know that they can quarrel with. It's like a game. They either utterly destroy you and take over, or you destroy them, or you form a pact. I have done many researches. I have lived with scholars all my life. My family runs deep. This power can bring about change. Do you know the history of the High Elves, Leoric?
Only a little, but not regale me.
Well, let's just say blood runs deep. And I will bring about order. If you think you can handle this and your God is there with you, I pray that you will have a strong-willed mind, and you have been trained for this too, because if this sentient power takes over you, you'll be in danger, Leoric. You will see things, you will feel things. You must prepare yourself mentally. You must inner pull every ounce that you have. I will promise you I'll cut you down if you fall ill to it, and I hope you do the same to me.
Miss Harry, you want me to...
Yes, if you can. If it takes over me, it'll have so much more that I'm bringing with you right now.
You're not talking about Chardonnay, are you?
Excuse me?
You're not talking about Chardonnay.
Yes, I am.
You are. Very well.
There's something more to this Chardonnay than we hold on. As I said, something ran off to it. The place where we are looking, there is something deeper within this that has probably tainted the Chardonnay. And this just probably brings about why Nissa has problems with our clan. Their minds, the promises of power, riches, beyond belief, maybe even a homeland of their people have been tainted to the fact that they will slaughter anything in their way. I have felt this. In Leoric, I will say that it felt good. But I will not let it dominate me. It's a power of tug-of-war. You give, it gives. You pull, it pulls. You find a rhythmic value and you take it, Leoric. You take it.
You are pulling this tug-of-war alone right now?
No. I am free of its clutches the farther we get away from that place.
But when we go back, you will have me, and you will have Azuth pulling as well.
Good. There's a slight whisper in my ears, but it's faint. It knows that I have a bit more control than it wants me to. So, it is trying to dive into my most deepest desires, and I let it touch it, because you have to give it some way for it to stay interested, or it moves on to weaker ones like them. And he looks towards our comrades.
This is fantastic news because, when we find the Chardonnay and we are able to sculpt it and use it for our own gain, you see the boon for Azuth will need a champion to have and use this. Well, to use the Chardonnay. So if we are able to sculpt it and make a honing edge for it, or maybe even don the armor, then who better than you, Tariel? Who better than you, who could ride on a great beast covered and barded in Chardonnay armor, and ride and swing your sword towards any foe?
You almost sound like it.
What do you mean?
This is what it tells me. I believe it almost fears me, as much as I fear it.
Well, that could be curiosity.
We will find this Chardonnay and we will form it to our needs.
Yes.
But the ultimate battle is a battle of the mind. Keep that in mind, Leoric. Stay away. Keep it to yourself. And prepare for the worst. And he kind of takes her straps and rubs the axe beak. Let's get going.
Everywhere.
As you continue through the valley, everybody can give me perception checks. Regular perception checks, unless you have exhaustion, and it's with disadvantage. Okay. So, Moonbrook, Raytuin, and Teriel, as you're traveling through the valley, you can see that breaks in the cliff faces, and as you're traveling, seem to have some that has some light coming from them. The light is flickering as if it is some kind of torchlight or what have you. Small, separate passageways in the cliff face. And Moonbrook, since you're in the front, I think you can see the easiest. There are a few dwarves up ahead. They look like they're just getting back from something, like they're about to make their way into their homes. They see you and sort of stop.
Hello.
You halt
Rachel.
Do you sort of halt the group? How do you do this?
Yeah. I halt the group. And I'll throw up my hand.
There we go.
They're ahead. Hello.
What are you doing in this valley?
Walking? How you doing?
There are many paths to walk in Icewind Dale. Why are you here?
This is the fastest way.
We don't mean any harm. We just we're helping some friends.
They look at each other, suspicious. Go ahead and who was the first person to speak? I think it was Moonbrook here. So Moonbrook, you can go ahead and make I guess it'd be a persuasion check.
And who might you be helping?
We are helping some friends we met back in town. They are fellow dwarves like yourself, and we are assisting them.
Battlehammer.
Yes, Battlehammer.
They look at each other.
Where?
Do you mean where are we going?
No.
Where did we
Where did you see these dwarves?
Kirkonic, right?
Back in
No, Bryn
Kirkonic.
Shander. We met him in Bryn Shander.
It was in Bryn Shander.
Oh, Bryn Shander.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been
Been
a
a lot of
rough couple
places.
days.
What do you mean you've been helping them then?
Well, they mentioned some problems and we're helping them out.
What kind of problems?
A Yeti attack.
Teriel kind of like pulls the orc along and is like, come, let's go. This is getting out of hand. So,
There was a Yeti attack, and we saved these folks over here from
Moonbrook,
it.
I have it.
And
I'm Teriel. And I did meet some of your clan members, and this is what they gave me. I guess this is a sign. And he pulls out the gem. This is like half early payment for helping them, and we need to pass through and possibly talk to them and you and see if we can find out some information, more information. Does this look familiar?
Aye. This gem has the Battlehammer stamp on it.
Yes.
see, I told you.
You said you saw these elves, these dwarves in Bryn Shander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They approached us. Like, we weren't looking for anything.
They asked for our aid.
Yeah, I guess since we were a big party of people.
We took care of some Yeti for them. They have run into some trouble on the mountain.
Trouble?
Yes.
What kind of trouble?
Yetis.
Yeti
Actually,
trouble?
Yetis.
you may have lost a few. One had very bad markings on his face, and like one was missing an eye, maybe. And they weren't
They
really
must
talking.
speak of Runa, Currux and Storn. I know who they're speaking of. Shut your damned mouth.
Names sound familiar.
So you guys know what we're talking about.
You said that they encountered a Yeti. Did they make their delivery?
No, I think that's what we're doing. We're trying to figure out what happened.
They had gyms with them, and as we had this, and it looks like they didn't have much of a haul. It was told that we may have to recover some things for them. We did run into some Yetis, and we obliterated them, actually.
Yeah, so we're on our way south. We're gonna check out where they asked us to, and we just need to go through this way. No big deal.
Actually, I would like to see if we can come to your hall and speak. And
Hall!
yes,
We have no room for a hall here. They're humble, battle-hammer dwarves.
so you're not part of the legendary Battlehammer clan that I read about so many times. Once led by Bruna.
Oh no, that's it. Yes.
They look at each other.
How do you know of Brunor?
I come from lands where we have many scholars and many stories to be untold by legendary heroes, and he was mentioned.
Elf stories.
I know it may seem deep, but there was mention of very strange things happening, like a crew of legendary heroes traveling together that you would never even believe if you didn't see with your own eyes. I am a fan of those stories, hence why I'm here for many reasons. To travel the lands that they did, to seek adventure as they did, but that has been a long time ago, maybe a century or so. You have a new king now, unless you're rogue clan members, which I am hoping you're not.
Chippy's so confused.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The Mithril Hall has been destroyed for much time.
Damn it! I was hoping that the... Check my notes.
Conrad is our leader now.
Yes, Conrad. Is he around?
They look at each other. Make a persuasion check, Teriel.
With advantage or no advantage? I have some kind of history.
Flat.
Okay.
It's a natural 20. They look at each other.
Very well. We'll take you to Conrad.
Thank you. There are stories about your clan. Honorable stories.
So we're just following the dwarves now? Like, no discussion, no nothing? We're just following...
Just let me lead this, please.
Well,
We always let you lead.
I don't...
Well, this time, I know deeply what I am talking about.
You know what? Then you're
Why
gonna have to
didn't
give
you
us something.
tell us?
I'm not...
How
we
can
at
you
least-
expect us to trust you when you don't trust us
You just
in
want
return?
us to follow you blindly?
Then fine, stay here. I'm going.
Once again, there he goes. So just stay here, do this.
Teriel, the
Yes.
last time you went off
Balls.
blindly, you fell off a cliff and nearly died. Have you not learned to
That's a
be
good
at
point.
least a little open with the rest
I
of the group?
understand.
You for
I am
that. I
being-
think I thought I was there for that. Yeah.
I am being open. I have...
You have told us
being open.
nothing.
Here's
You're
nothing.
asking us
I'm
to follow
open.
you into the den of the dwarves that we've just met without giving us any information. You had all of this information before you
This
said
plan
anything
is about
to us.
honor. Do you know nothing of it?
Oh,
Do you
God.
know nothing of it?
I know plenty
Honor
of it.
involves
I'm very
being
honorable to
open
my
with your
people.
party.
Why are we following them?
Because they have information that can help us deeply.
It can help
Get us
us.
through all this. We have been going around here blindly. Have you not noticed?
No,
We have-
I led us straight here.
Actually, yeah,
where we're
we've
supposed to
been like as an arrow.
We have accepted a quest from the clan members themselves. We have failed at the Yeti. Let's find out what they have. Food, clothing, warmth. Are you thinking here? We have 2 vulnerable subjects back here that need aiding.
Don't act like you give a damn about
Okay.
them.
honestly, if they can give us a
no,
place
Ray.
warm to sleep, if they can give us a
Don't
place warm to
question
sleep,
my thoughts
I'm not
and
questioning.
waivers.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not talking about you. Moonbrook's been up my ass this whole time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
We have a right to question you. When the last time you went off on your own, you literally fell down a Yeti toilet and
you know
almost
what?
died.
And I would have stayed down there and accepted my fate. Now, I thanked you for finding me and pulling me up. I do.
Could you not learn to make a better choice this time?
I am making a fine choice. I have done history on this clan, and I am very much...
Then why did you not tell us that before you
can lean
simply
up and
made
say
a
it.
decision without consulting us?
No,
I literally
you
just
made
said
a
it right
decision
in front of you.
You made a decision beforehand. You just had this whole conversation.
Right.
It's fine.
Right.
You know, and we don't have a lot of trust right here. Would you say that we should just?
We don't really
fine.
feel like going down the Yeti toilet with you again, Teriel.
It's
So
absolutely fine with me as it was before, as it was going up the mountain. Now, you made choices.
all we ask is that you tell us what you're thinking before you act on it. It's not a lot to ask.
I don't think you're listening. They have food, warmth, and shelter for now.
Yes, that's good.
They also have
We're just
information.
saying-
Are you going to let me talk, or are you going to overtalk me constantly, Ray?
No, fine.
They have information about these lands that no one else has. The legends that fold behind the Banahana clan. They have been here, dwarves in this land. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
they have been in areas that we have never seen before.
No big deal.
Okay, so
Do they have alcohol?
Okay, but all I'm saying
you're
is
not letting me make sense. You asked me of a task to do for you. I try to tell you, and you overtalk me, and you badger at what I'm saying. So why am I wasting my time again?
all we're asking is before you make a choice, you ask us. You don't have to talk about all the good things that
was
comes out of
about
this.
me going. Now, we could either sit here.
Are you a
and not,
part of this party? Do you?
You're not listening again. These dwarves.
You
fail us.
just said it's all about you going off alone. So are you with us or are you alone? If you are with us, then you should tell us what the plan is, ask us if we agree, and then we can all go together. If you're alone...
Can you do that? Can you do that? Really simple.
I
can
am
you do
with
that?
you. This is why I'm doing this for you.
In the future,
Yeah,
and you
listen
say,
up.
hey, this is an idea.
When circumstance
okay?
calls, Ray, absolutely, but circumstance. These dwarves, with your misinformation and lack of memory, would have gotten you killed. Now, please, have some kind of trust in me with that. Me mentioning the gem and me knowing my history has persuaded them to bring them into our halls. Believe me, dwarves will not.
Get to that.
And I do agree with that, and that was a good job.
Dwarves
That was a good job.
will not play lightly. They will not play games to bring us in their halls to kill us. They will kill us here and then take everything we have. If they need
But
be.
we felled Yetis, so I mean,
We
just said
were
that.
a
We're pretty
threat
strong.
to them the moment we stepped in their lands, especially the way we did it. Now, don't you understand? With misinformation and unguided thoughts of, oh, this place, no, this place, stumbling and stutters. I have been
What
a
do you
part of the
think,
Paladin
Bryn?
court for a long time, and we have to speak with just.
While this is happening, Cheppy's
Just
gonna like
check
inch
with-
her way
with us.
over
Just check.
to the dwarves.
The dwarves
You
are
guys
just
got alcohol?
The dwarves are watching, like it's.
That's
it's,
why she's sneaking over to them and just like
The dwarves are watching
You got
with like
alcohol?
rapt attention, like they're eating this up, and probably Cheppy, as you're like walking over there, you could probably hear them like, one of them says, "That one sounds like Rangrim's wife," and he points to
Cheppy's gonna
Teriel.
walk in awkwardly and
Ha ha ha! Chubby's here now. You got any alcohol for this? Chubby's just
Alcohol.
mead.
If you have coin, we have alcohol.
Now, as you see, dwarves in good spirit is a very good sign. And I agree, Ray, Nissa, and Moonbrook. I will definitely consult with you as I did before. But in certain circumstances, I have to take lead if I see danger about to fall upon the group. Now, please, let us be in good care of these lovely dwarves. That they are allowing us to be traveling with them, even when we argue like little fairies in front of them. Now, are we okay?
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, we're okay.
We are in
I
your
pre-
care, dwarves. Thank you for your hospitality.
Okay.
There's much to discuss. And he kind of like looks at Leoric. I can drive this thing.
Follow me.
Come on, Drac. Let's go. Ahem.
And Terrio kind of straightens himself and brings his high elf pride back and tries to look kind of confident in front of the dwarves.
Axbeak won't fit in there.
Is there any way we can tie him up?
Aye, over here.
Nobody's gonna eat him, is they?
I don't look like no one's wife. Maybe
No,
the beard.
I think you sound like it.
I will let that one pass by, right?
No, that's what they said. You know, it's fine. And I'm gonna back up a little bit.
You can tie this up.
So, you tie up Thrak, and you follow the dwarves inside. There is torchlight coming from inside. And the passageway through here is probably it's meant for dwarves. So Nissa, you're finding yourself very cramped. You're probably having to sort of hunch down to make your way through. It's definitely not made for a dragonborn.
Yeah,
Cheppy and I are pretty short. Are we having a good go at this, or is it still? Just
Yeah,
a
you
bit?
should be fine. It's probably only like maybe a little larger than 6 feet tall, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So it's
a little larger than 6. Oh, we're good then.
Yeah.
So Terrio's just looking around like glass-eyed, like they've been here. Maybe they've been here. Maybe they've been walking in the same area. They'll walk. This is great.
So
he's just kind of like fingering through things as walking.
Yeah, they're these aren't any grand dwarven halls or anything. These are kind of small passageways that you're making your way through. There's the ceilings are sort of braced, and there are sconces for torches and whatnot. And the wind sort of slowly dies down behind you. It was mostly pretty clear out when you started your way down here. But I think this place has a certain intimidating factor as you're making your way through these halls. There's sort of like this feeling that this is made for a clan of dwarves. You feel, I think, much like outsiders when you are making your way through here. You can see evidence of the battle hammer signet. Basically is a foaming tankard of ale up in various places, tabards and such all around.
So Terrio kind of like grabs close to Chappy. Please, if anything, do not disrespect them. Do not touch anything here. Okay?
Chubby wouldn't touch anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've said that before, Chappy.
How
Chubby didn't
opulent.
take your pants. You took your pants off. Chubby just put them on after.
Don't bring up the pants again, please.
Chubby's just saying.
It's not very opulent, Ray, to answer your question. The tabards look like they might have once been opulent, but they are kind of faded and frayed, and there's some like really old wooden furniture here that's very sort of dried out. You might see chairs here and there, very stout, heavy looking chairs. They have that sort of heavy wooden look to them. Thick planks of wood have been used to create them. There are stone benches and such that are about, but this is kind of like windy and very sort of cavern like. There's not a whole lot of architecture that's here. There are braces on top of the pathways that you're taking. Eventually, you come to a larger space that does have some dwarven architecture. You can see that there are heavy stone slabs. Some of it appears to be in ruin, and there is evidence of some mining carts and tracks and things winding their way through some of the passages, but there are many that sort of spike off from this area. Much more torchlight is here, flickering. It's, I think, bright for a lot of you. Even traveling outside with a lot of snow and such, it's basically almost pitch black out there. There's the barest hint of moonlight from a crescent moon that was up when you came in. But if you don't have dark vision, like pitch black, traveling in the dead of night is what it's been like. So I think this is a lot brighter than it has been for you in a few days. You can see that there are several dwarves sort of milling about. They have quite obviously noticed your presence. There's lots of chatter sort of going on in the background.
This is amazing. We are now in some kind of confinement of the Battlehammer clan. Stories. Even though they're not catching up all the way, but they're somewhat right. I'm gonna make some edits.
Yeah, it's a big cave.
I would like to speak, if possible, and see what we can dig out here. And, form some sort of bond with him. If we form a bond with this clan, we are in good hands. At least I hope so, if things haven't changed from the history books. Granted, I do not know of this Conrad. But if it's anything like his kin, we're in for a treat.
Do you think they might know something about Chardalyn?
I don't think we need to speak of it. Not here.
Okay.
History is not really kind of any kind of Chardalyn or shards of any kind when it comes to this clan. So we probably need to keep focused, keep it about them, earn trust, and then we can kind of venture off that path. At least I feel like that's the right way of doing it.
Okay, and can I just say thank you for talking to us like this? I really appreciate that. I know we had a moment, but like this is exactly it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
When the situation pops, I can do what I can.
That's fair enough. I can understand that.
In
Actually,
times of need, I led a group in my home. And there were times I did not take control of a situation that I knew I could have, out of lack of confidence and out of lack of rank.
Talking about the time you fell down the cliff?
No.
No, I think he's...
Oh, it's a different time.
No,
Yes.
further back. Further back.
All right, sorry.
I can understand that, and I appreciate it. I don't want any sourness, with us. So
No
I
worries.
apologize. I was loud. I get loud. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You don't have to apologize to him.
I usually have to apologize to most people.
Yeah, but you don't have to apologize to him. Look, we are not friends, obviously. We don't owe you anything. And as soon as we can, I will be leaving you behind, all right? We will be here for a short time to deal and get well, and then we are leaving, as we promised. You can do whatever you want, remember?
I will remember your words to the end, Moonbrook.
Please do.
Three dwarves that you saw outside and have been leading you into this area come to a stop as you see you see that there is one dwarf that is covered head to toe in some chainmail. You can see a large battle axe on his back. He's wearing an ornamented helmet, and he is sort of laughing with some other dwarves.
Aye, that's true. That's true. But you remember the time when we saw that Verbig? Now that was a fight, am I right? Giant didn't know what hit him. Took him right at the knee.
He looks over his shoulder. One of the dwarves that he's talking to sort of points your way. He turns his head slowly, and you see this very hardy-looking dwarf turn around. He has sort of thick brown hair, sort of wavy, and a beard that is braided sort of many times.
I guess this is who we need to speak to.
Orsic, who have you brought into our halls? This one says that well, they're helping. May I speak to you, my lord? Aye. I'll lend you my ear.
He stares at all of you the whole time.
Teriel, your majesty, and he takes a slight bow.
Didn't ask for your name just yet.
Yes.
You'll have to wait your turn.
Indeed.
Orsic, you come here. Tell me what you've learned. Yes, my lord.
They start to talk. The whole time, this dwarf is looking at you. He's nodding his head.
Teriel, is this normal? I don't know.
Stay your hand in your tongue. Stay
Okay.
straight. Look confident. Don't show any curiosity, and clearly speak when spoken to only. Bowing is a great way to earn some kind of respect, but these are dwarves, and all kinds of respect needs to be given, especially in their area. We are in their domain.
Okay. I can do respect.
I feel that you can.
I should have been a dwarf.
No. Ultimate disrespect. They can tell if you're dwarven or not, even if you're good at it.
Challenge accepted.
Orsic seems to finish speaking with him. And this dwarf wearing this luminous chainmail and ornamented helm walks over to you, several other dwarves moving up behind him.
So, it seems as if you've encountered Hiruna, Korax, and Storm.
Hi. And he pulls a gem out.
Aye. Orsic said that you'd brought that. That is one of our gems. But how do I know you didn't steal it?
Well, I believe we would have many more if we did, Your Majesty, and out of respect, they came to us. Well,
Orsic said that you described them as well.
yes, they did not look in good care, though they were in care enough to drink, but they were very shaken up barely speaking, and the only way I could get one to speak is by mentioning your old king, Bruno.
How does an elf know of Bruno?
Tales across the lands of a legendary crew, a legendary king. I lived with scholars most of my life and trained as a paladin and spent many a times reading lots of history. Seems history falls in our lands as some good veins of spirits flows through this earth. I have lots of respect for the Battlehammer clan, Your Majesty. And,
An elf has respect for the Battlehammer clan.
As crazy as it sounds, our lands are not in the best of... Never mind, this isn't about me. Let's just say I love the stories and adventure, and it was hard not to come across Bruno Battlehammer. When I found out they were part of your clan, I immediately became more interested and more eager to help them, because I too am a stranger to this land, and they were in deep need, and we all here are in deep need. Half of us being in a foreign land, traveling together. Came across them, and I swore an oath to at least adhere to something that's happening. And they gave me half payment up front, as in this gem. Thank goodness, because it proves more valuable than it's worth being able to show you. And we felled it, the Yeti that they ran into that apparently may have taken one of your own, or maybe more than that.
There are many Yetis in this land.
They pointed us in the direction.
And what of their iron? That iron is to go to all of the smiths of Icewind Dale. They count on us.
They asked us to find it for them and carry it for them.
Damn
That's why we journeyed this
fools.
way.
I told them that they needed more.
If I may, Your Majesty, I believe that they were doing as told, but they ran into very much a bad situation. A situation that I have to say I've never heard of. Scaring a dwarf of such stature from a clan of many tellings. They were shaken to the point of not even wanting to speak. And by the way, are we speaking in Dwarven?
You tell me.
I am proficient in Dwarven, so I would think.
He would have started in common.
Yeah, okay, starting in common. So I guess what I just said would be in Dwarven to show more of a sign of respect.
Okay. Yeah, his brow would have been furrowed for a moment after hearing you speak Dwarven. But unless you speak Dwarven, this is for anybody else, you wouldn't have heard that last little bit, or you would have wouldn't have understood it rather. He looks to you and he says,
So, you need lodging?
If you, that would be great, and maybe we can
You can stay the night.
That'd be great, and if we can speak to the morrow about what information we have, and maybe even trade information.
he waves his hand and he says,
If you find the iron and deliver it to Bryn Shander, then maybe we can talk.
And he looks around at his comrades without making a decision.
Chippy's ready to party.
he's been speaking in Dwarven, so
Yeah, I was getting ready to. I'm just looking to see who understood what. So he says, if we find the iron, then we can exchange information, but we can spend the night here and talk on the morrow, which is more than we could ever ask for. Are you willing to do such?
I heard.
I'm exhausted, so
And he looks to Moonbrook. Are you willing to do such?
Why are you even asking me? You're gonna do what you want to anyways.
Because I am addressing the group as you asked.
What do you mean, oh my god, Moonbrook?
like he's doing the thing that I asked him to do. He's asking. We should.
Oh, I'm not gonna go bowing over to him just because he asked one fucking time. No. Yeah, I'm great. Well, I'm glad to have a nice place to sleep for the evening. All right.
Okay, I'll show your gratitude and we slightly bow to his majesty. We all agree, he says. He goes back in the Dwarven tongue. We all agree, your majesty, and show thanks. And he does a slight bow and kind of like eyes the group.
Aye, thank you.
Are you transformed into a dwarf?
No.
You just... Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was about to say. Okay.
He looks at
Moonbird
you.
doesn't bow, but...
He looks at you probably a little confused, Leoric.
He's a kidder when he's grateful. He says that in the Dwarven tongue.
Yeah.
And then kind of slaps Leoric on the hip.
He says it back in Dwarvish. I'm thanking them.
Orsic, find them some place to stay the night and get them some food and some drink.
And he leans into Orsic.
Make sure they pay.
Now, was that in Dwarvish?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Soterio just kind of goes, yeah, couldn't have it all. Right. Okay, everyone. Let's go.
Are there any stores around here or something? You know, little market or I'm gonna be looking around.
They're gonna show us to our room, right?
Oh,
Probably show them respect to go there first. and then we can,
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Keep eye on Cheppy, please.
Orsic helps you settle in for the night. And you are all fed some hearty dwarven stew. And it's some kind of mystery meat. But it is meat, it's not fish. And there is some ale that has been passed around as well. And that's where we're going to take our break. The quick first half. Poof.
Yeah, that flew by again.
So much fun.
Every time.
So much fun.
Poof.
I love it.
I want to be a dwarf so bad.
Oh boy, I can see it under your skin.
I love dwarf. Dwarves are
Almost
sweet.
made Terrio poop.
That's why I wanted you to be a dwarf so bad.
Having Teriel talk and be respectful but very aware of the situation, much more than I'm sure any of us really recognize. Very, being respectful. It was really fun to watch. That's okay.
It was a lot of layers.
Yeah, it was really
layered.
I like how he's a really big fanboy of the
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's so good.
Dude, he's a fanboy of adventure. Like,
it's
I
so
researched to high hell about elves being like they have a calling for adventure, and it's like
Just immediately flipped. It was just so good. Be like, yes, I want to make this decision because we need to. And then it was like, oh my god, I'm just so excited because this is exactly where this is.
Hi.
he's like the legendary crew. Come here, can I kiss the ground? Yeah.
That was so good. I love it.
Please
So
make
good.
sure you follow all of these lovely people. Give them a follow. Give them a follow. Follows are free. Go make them happen. If you have yourself a Prime Gaming that you have not used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these people. It's go sub to them. They're fantastic. Make sure you're following us here on Table Story, twitch.tv/Table Story. And check out our Patreon where we've got all different kinds of content. There's podcast versions of the shows that we do. There are there's ways that you can create NPCs for shows. There's artwork and stuff that we have specially made. All different kinds of stuff. Go check it out. We're gonna take a little bit of a break here. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Wait, people can make NPCs?
It's
Yeah.
The show? That's so freaking cool, dude. What?
We'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
We return as the group has been given some very cramped quarters, made for dwarves, definitely not made for taller people. But it's warm, and that is probably a blessed relief after the last few days at the very least. It is warm, and it is illuminated, and you have been fed, and you have been given some alcohol. The dwarves would have charged you for these things. So if you don't want to participate in the eating and or drinking, you don't have to. But if you did, it will cost, we'll say 1 gold piece.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be chowing
I just
down,
paid a
just
gold piece.
so happy, just
No.
shoveling it in. I probably wouldn't even care what it tasted like.
I don't.
Cheppy is breathing alcohol at this point. Just
Cheppy spends 2 gold.
Cheppy, slow down, slow down.
Right when. Do you mind if could you you got this? Could you mind?
You want me to pay for you?
Yeah, I don't know where my money is.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag and grab a gold and
You can,
here we go.
yeah, sure. You pay up. The dwarves aren't particularly interested in being around you. They're mostly pretty insular. But they've given you your space, and you've I think probably it would be 3 rooms you've been given. So the assumption is that you would have doubled up. I'll let you all figure out how that works.
I'm happy to stay with Moonbrook and Cheppy if they're willing.
Cheppy drunk
Curl
snores.
time.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
that's sure. I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, there's 3 rooms. So
Oh, right.
it's assumption that you would double up.
I can't
don't-
math.
I
I'm
don't-
sorry.
I don't think I would care. I'm so tired. I would probably, as soon as they showed us the room, I'd probably go to the closest one and find the bed and cry. Like, I don't give a shit who's there. I'm just
Well,
crawling in to go to sleep.
We have we have Garrett and Perilou as
That's
well.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can assume that they got their own room.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So, yeah.
I wonder if they have. I don't want to say this out loud, but I don't know. I mean, I know some history, but I don't know if they do. They wash?
Just say it. What is?
Do they wash their asses? I'm pretty sure they do, but in an interesting way.
You tell me, do they wash their asses?
I mean, that wasn't in the history books.
Okay, well,
You have an interesting obsession with butts and toilets, Teriel. Intriguing.
I just want to wash. You don't wash your ass?
you, Nissa. Got to wash your ass.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure.
I
I'm not
wouldn't
gonna
mind a
watch
place
this,
to
though.
wash up.
Oh, there you go. All right. I guess I can go ask.
I'm gonna sleep here. I don't care who sleeps with me, but I'm sleeping here.
I'll join. I'll join that room. Yeah, I'll be right back and see if I can go find someone to speak to.
All right, have fun washing your butt.
Jeb will go with Moonbrook. You too, Nissa.
All right.
Sounds fun to me.
So, you can do that if you'd like. However, it's not really big enough for 3 people. If you would like to, you can.
Well, what is our
Someone
other
can use
option?
Cheppy's butt as a pillow. We got
Ray is
this.
staying by himself.
Oh. All right, Cheppy will just go with Ray.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheppy like cuddles up next to Ray, and she just.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Cheppy's just staying here for tonight.
Okay, but it's plenty warm. What are you doing?
Cheppy's just getting comfortable.
Okay.
So, everyone rests for the night. Teriel, you've gone out to try and speak with someone about something.
Goodness, I don't want to walk too far. I have no idea where I am. What a maze. Excuse me. Excuse me.
There's a dwarven woman. She doesn't have the mustache part of the beard, but she has a short but thick beard on the lower half of her face.
Am I seeing her from the back or the front?
I think from the front.
Okay. Excuse me.
Aye, what do you want?
Lovely beard you have there.
Thank you.
Yes. I was wondering if you have bathing quarters of some sort.
Of course.
Am I allowed to use one? I'm quite... And he kind of like moves his arm to the side. As you see, bloody and hurt.
She gets like uncomfortably close and just starts like prodding.
Aye, that's a wound.
Yeah. A stalagmite ripped at my side. And I've been holding it together for the group, but I am feeling faintish and I really need to wash it out before it gets infected.
All right, come with me.
She starts to like haul you like towards sort of a rustic looking room. You can see that there's probably some runoff that's coming from it. Some like water that's kind of run off from underneath the door.
Oh.
She says,
Right in there. I can get you some bandages if you need.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I was just
That'll
about to
cost
ask.
you 5 silver pieces.
Of course. Would you like it now or later? Okay. And he kind of goes in there and pulls out 5 silver pieces.
she takes them.
All
Stuffs
right.
them in her cleavage.
Thanks.
You need any help?
With getting this figured out or what?
Well, that armor looks very complex.
Yeah, I've plenty of practice taking it off. Thank you. I'll be going now. And he like slips in and closes the door.
She like leans, looks through the opening in the door, and just like follows it as it closes.
Oh dear. I wouldn't even imagine having a beard rub against me. That's interesting. So he takes off his armor, and he just has like a...
Inside, there is basically a strange like dwarven plumbing contraption. They have some fresh runoff that's being siphoned from the ice somewhere, and is getting collected in a sort of sink. Looks like very fresh water.
Oh. Is it warm to the touch, or is it just freezing cold?
It is not just warm, it's hot.
Oh my gosh. Something that's hot in this frigid land. Oh, may not be so bad here.
There are these
So he's like-
thick, like iron like pipes, which are not the best thing for pipes. They would probably have to be replaced all the time. But there are these like big iron pipes that are sort of feeding into the into this sink, possibly warming this sink for you.
Are there levers to balance, or is it just pouring out whatever water it wants?
Find out.
Okay.
Yes, there are.
Oh, nice. Oh, I shouldn't do this, but that water is hot as if you are boiling a... Yeah, no. So you kind of like mess with, little by little, it turns the opposite one of the one that's going out. Oh dear. Turns it up to stop it and tests the water. I'm guessing a little warmer than it was.
Oh no, you're good now.
cooler.
But it's like
Okay.
it was like a jet of water that got blasted in here.
Oh. So it's like his let's just say it just got all over him. His hair's a mess. So he kind of like takes his hair down. Well, I have to get you wet now anyway. So he like dips his head into it and like brushes his head, and he's just kind of looking around for a bath thing. And he's just like, this is all they have is sinks, like, you know. So he's like, I don't think I can really get a good scrub out here. I'm gonna have to use something.
There is probably like a place to relieve yourself there as well.
Not that I'm washing out of, hopefully.
Go ahead and roll me a D2.
Oh, shucks.
Two was the good number. You just now realized that you have been using probably the equivalent of some kind of dwarven toilet.
What is this? This doesn't... Oh, God.
Doesn't smell bad. It's fresh water.
Fresh water, but... Is it... Why are there many of them? Oh, God. No one shall know of this. I've just washed my hair in something where they... Ah! At least it's clean, I think. Yes. Okay, we're finding the real thing now. And he's like stamping around there naked, just like stomping around with his arms out. His hair's all wet and from toilet water.
Yeah, they have a bidet. You just like wash yourself in the bidet.
He's just realizing, like, how do they use it? It shoots out like a... It's fierce. Oh, God. They have ass beards. Oh, God. And he just keeps walking. And he's looking around for something to dip in.
Oh, yeah. I think you find, like, the real sink now.
Oh, this is much better and bigger. And how did I... And so he just kind of, like, rewashes, like, frantically. He's looking around for something that brings suds, maybe a soap or whatever equivalent to something that can wash... You know, like antibacterial type thing. I mean, granted, that's like, I'm saying this out of character, by the way. Something that can provide some. Well, is there bars or anything?
Yeah, they probably have like this big, thick, these like soap on a rope kind of. Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
It smells like. Not like a happy fragrance. Not like your typical like. Some sort of flowery sort of scent. I think it smells like
rust and wood.
Yeah, it smells like wood. Yeah.
Better than what I probably smell like now. I need a rag of some sort of. Could probably use. I don't want to use my clothing, so he's like looking around for rags or something of a cloth nature or a brush. Sponge. Oh, God, I miss sponges.
There's probably like a big, like thick bristled brush.
Oh. He checks the bristles. Is there hair in that? Or anything else? Okay, am I rolling a D2 again?
No, there's hair in there.
Oh. He like takes the soap and he's like runs back over to the toilet and looks in it just to make sure there's nothing else. And runs back over to the sink and starts like washing the brush out frantically. I touched it. And he's like, he finally finishes washing it out and he like looks at it again. He realizes that he's gonna have to pull the hair out. Oh God. Oh, it's thick and it is not coming out easy. I thought we had good hair. He's like starts like tearing up, washing himself with this thing, and then he starts tending to wash his wound very slowly. This is too much. Not again. Checks his ribs and everything. Yes.
You got your bandages here.
You can
You want
leave
me
it
to
at
put them on for you?
Oh, no. No. I'm good. Just put it in front of the door, please, and I'll
say
come.
Yes.
No. Oh, Dwarven no is. Did I? Dwarven no and yes are so similar. No. It says it in common tongue because.
They'll wait out here for you.
Thank you. I have to rush up on my Dwarven. So after he washes and everything, he tries to look for something to dry off with.
Yeah, there's
Is there
probably
vents?
Vents? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll for vents.
I was just figuring.
No vents. No vents.
Okay.
Sorry.
No vents. Is there like cloth or anything?
Yeah,
of
there's
that nature?
probably some like, I would say rough spun wool.
Okay. Oh God, itchy. All right. Ugh. Well, better than nothing. He's like wraps his loins with it and stuff. Oh, his scratch is like itching. I'll never ever do this again. Ugh. How did I do this? And then he just wipes himself off and picks up his armor pieces and goes to the door and like slowly cracks it and just like sticks a hand out and whips it back in and closes the door as fast as he can. Oh goodness, I could feel her staring at me. And so he starts to wrap himself. Okay, we have to make it back without. I can't put my arm on. Oh no, gods. So he piles his arm up and wraps another one of those cloth things around and puts it on his back like a book bag. And he's slightly cracking the door again. Brings a little elven brown leg out. Just like tapping the ground like. Starts to like move slowly. He's trying to be stealth, passing through dwarves, the half naked ass elf just trying to go through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice cheeks.
Yes. Thanks.
I never knew elves are so smooth.
Well, we have lots of sun where we are, so hair isn't really. It only belongs on your head and maybe some on your face. See?
I've seen babies with less hair on them.
Yeah, you know, it's custom fit. Skin is pristine with oils and berries. You wouldn't know about that. Did I say berries or did I say Harry's in Dwarven?
Make your way back to your room.
He like closes the door and like leans against it. More than an adventure than I asked for. An embarrassment. I washed in toilet water. And he lays the stuff down. He looks over at Leoric and sees that he's asleep and climbs in bed slowly and probably the most comfortable he's been in a very, very long time, even though his
loins are itchy as hell, but he slowly closes his eyes and starts to meditate.
You all get your long rest for the night. All of your level 3 stuff is refreshed. Half of your hit dice return, rounded down. And your HP is back to full. Everybody can go ahead and make a... I suppose Moonbrook and Teriel, you'd be awake first. But everybody else can make a Constitution saving throw. 1 level of exhaustion has gone away. All right. So, Cheppy and Nissa, aside from Moonbrook and Teriel, you are the first to awaken.
Chubby feels great.
Oh, that was a good rest. Moonbrook? Cheppy?
Yeah.
Did Cheppy not sleep with us last night?
No, she left.
Oh, yes. Because there's no room.
Hey,
I
Ray.
miss her furry butt. It's a nice furry butt.
Ray. Ray.
What?
It's morning time. I'm hungry.
Get some food.
Chubby doesn't want to go by herself. Well, Chubby has Frog, but Chubby and Frog don't want to go by themselves.
Fine.
Let's go wake everybody else up.
Okay.
Chubby want a drink.
It's a little early for a drink.
It's always party time in Chubby World.
Okay, but it's still a little early for a drink.
Let's go get Moonbrook.
Okay.
And Nissa.
All right.
I think
All right, Chubby's gonna.
I
leave
start
you.
opening the door as Cheppy starts opening the door. I'm like, Cheppy.
Nissa.
Good morning.
Good morning. Frog also says good morning.
Good morning, Frog.
Good morning. I put away my journal.
Morning, Nissa. And Moonbrook, I mean.
You guys
Are you all
ready?
hungry?
Yeah,
I'm
you guys ready
starving.
for food? Let's go.
Anyone want to wake
No,
up
dude.
Teriel and Leoric?
I suppose.
Yeah, Leoric can come.
Who wants to bet Teriel ended up in a weird toilet situation?
Probably sleeping in a barrel somewhere, or maybe he's in the outhouse this time. Wait,
I would not
are
be
there Teriel
surprised.
pants around?
I don't know. I'm gonna sort of still a little groggily. I'm gonna go over to the door and just boom boom, you know. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, come in.
Hey,
Hi.
how'd you sleep?
I slept actually fairly well. It's been the first time in a long time that I actually felt like I was comfortable. I took a... Never mind. I found the washroom. I'll just say that, didn't it? Yeah. But Leoric is he's still out, and I don't want to wake him. I kind of want him to get as much rest as anything, because if anybody has been beat up a lot, it's been him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can sleep. It's fine. I mean, we're just gonna go get some food. You wanna come with?
Yeah, we can maybe we can I'll tap him once and see if he wakes. If he doesn't, then we'll leave him and we'll bring him something back up.
Okay.
So he kind of like taps Leoric.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you feeling? Okay, he's feeling good, I see. All right, so we bring him something back up.
Yeah. I'll pay for it. And I'm gonna walk out of the room and start heading that direction.
Same.
He kind of looks down at Leoric and just says, "Rest well."
As Leoric snoozes on, the group sort of finds themselves gathering supplies and getting ready for the day. You bring food back for Leoric. You find Garrett and Perilou having rested and eaten themselves. If you buy some food and such, we can say that it's another gold piece for each of you.
Yeah, okay, and I paid for
How many
yours.
rations would that be?
It's just one. You got basically the equivalent of like food and drink.
Okay.
And these are
So-
considered like, these are good lodgings. Like these are, this was probably the best sleep that you've gotten in Icewind Dale. Like the, besides maybe, you know, in Bryn Shander, you wouldn't find any place really this nice.
I'd probably bring in the. Is it the same thing? Is it still the sort of not gruel, but the soup or
Mystery
whatever,
meat.
the mystery meat, or is this something different?
I would imagine that they probably have some kind of fried meat or something for breakfast.
Okay.
Maybe some like root vegetables.
All right. So I'd probably
Made
bring
some
a little,
kind of like mash.
Chubby
Okay.
loves a good mash.
Yeah. Okay. So I would bring that and be like, Leoric, and now
Kick
start
him.
No, I'm not gonna kick him.
No, kick him. He can take
Buddy, yeah, okay. Lord, buddy. Hey, I brought you breakfast.
What is it?
Whoa!
Where? Hey, what?
it. Good morning to you. We bought you some food. It's actually fairly good.
Did you
All
did you
right.
mean to turn into a dwarf?
I couldn't sleep.
Oh,
The beds are too small.
okay. So you couldn't do a gnome. You had to do a dwarf. Okay. Well,
Hey.
that's good.
That makes sense, actually. Here's some food. I brought you some food. There you go.
You don't plan on doing this out there, do you?
Oh, of course.
Okay, can you do it once?
Hey, maybe we can make a little spectacle of it, and they'll find it entertaining. They look. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw the
don't
faces.
talk
but-
to the king like that, but yeah, I can. Why not? If you're having fun, Leoric, and if it's something that brings a smile to your face, why not?
Right. Well. What's this?
It's some it's food. Just eat it. It's really good. I really liked it.
Well,
Is your mouth bigger as a dwarf? Is that a thing? I haven't actually noticed that. Are dwarves'
I
mouths
think
that
it might
big?
be.
What are you trying to say?
That it's a big mouth. How much can
It's my beer.
How much? No, I'm telling you, how much can you put in? How much food can you stuff as much
Probably
food?
the whole
in?
thing.
Please do that.
All right, I'm doing it.
Okay. That is incredible. I want that. I want to be able to do that.
can't you turn into
Your
a bear
abilities
and do
are
double it?
impressive.
I could do that.
Don't do it here. A bear running around in here, mate.
Well, I can't. I don't know how to be. I don't know. I kind of have to study. I don't know how to be a bear, but I mean,
really?
I could. I mean, the Axebeak's mouth is pretty big. I should.
Ray, I'll tell you this: if we get through this, maybe I'll take you back to the homeland once I correct things, and you can sit with scholars. We have plenty of druids that are fantastic. Things that would blow your mind that they can do, actually.
That'd be incredible. I haven't really met a lot of druids, so that'd be amazing.
Lots of high elves. We'll make sure everything you'll fit in.
Okay.
Just don't borrow money from them. It's not a good idea. You won't make friends like that, Ray.
Good point.
plan.
Do not.
Not even
we don't
I mean,
forget.
No, like a small loan is fine though, right? Like,
If
No.
you value your limbs.
well, I do. Okay. It's hard to get set up in places. Sometimes, a little help is nice, and it's fine. I'll figure it out.
Well, you know a high elf, so you wouldn't have to worry. But let's talk about this later. How did everyone sleep?
Oh.
Better once I changed.
One, Cheppy is the best blanket a person can ask for.
Cheppy's butt's furry.
I've
What'd you
never been so warm in my life. I can't even. I mean, if everybody can get a chance to sleep next to her, because
Like a little forge.
it was.
Cheppy's great. Cheppy's
It was
real warm.
incredible.
Like
I've never been
Cheppy's
so
own little
rested.
heating blankie.
Yeah. It's so good.
Cheppy sleep great.
How'd you guys
Cheppy
sleep?
feels
Yeah.
amazing.
I rested well.
Yeah.
Moonbrook?
Moonbrook?
Oh,
You're
yeah,
not, you're
fine.
Not, you sure? You're not saying much.
Yeah, I know. I don't have much to say.
You can work on that.
There
It's
was,
fine.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it, so whatever.
What, sleeping?
So- yeah, no, I don't want to talk.
Okay. Not a problem.
You have
I-
met Moonbrook, right?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to talk to
He's
her.
good.
Open.
I mean, was there a problem? Did someone mess with you?
No, there was no. I mean, it doesn't matter. All right, I am dealing with my own things. You deal with yours, and everything is okay. We're leaving soon, right?
Well, I'd like to see if they've got like a store, or apothecary, or something around here.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, they have tons of stuff. I actually found the bath house room thing. And it was actually had hot water in it. Clear. You see right through it. It's like being home.
Where? Where is that?
It's around the corner there. There might be a little missus there. She's quite friendly and very helpful, and sometimes wants to watch her own back. But yeah, she's there. You can't miss her. Thick beard, very astute is the word, and be careful where you wash your hair.
Okay.
That sounds
He,
like it has a bit
scratches
of a
his
backstory.
loins.
Do they have like assigned areas for people so you? Like,
No. Just go talk to her. I have no idea. I just was led there, and I actually had a fantastic time with it.
Did you really?
Do I
I'm
smell
very
okay?
curious about this story.
I am as
Well,
well.
there's hot water, and I turned on the other waterway to get, to balance it, and it almost knocked me on my ass. It shot out at a furious rate, like almost like you would think it's a frost dragon blowing its breath on you. It was so fast and strong, and it felt like it was going to blow a hole in me. As I turned that off, I was enjoying myself until I realized it was multiple of these areas to wash, and then realized I was washing myself in somewhere they relieve themselves.
They have water that shoots out of the toilet?
Yes, I'm guessing that cleans their asses.
It's water that shoots out of the toilet.
You're telling Cheppy to behave, but you're bathing in their toilets, Terrio.
Look, I did not know. It was no signs or anything, but I can tell you the water was clear. It was clean. It didn't
You
stink.
didn't read it in your books. Where your
No,
toilets
there was
were?
nothing. I am actually looking now to see if there was any. There's no notes about.
Why would water shoot out of their toilets?
Well, I'm not done. I asked the same question until I made myself over to the bathing area, which looked a lot nicer and inviting. The sinks were large for, I guess, large dwarves wide. Anyway,
Would it be disrespectful to ask them that?
What?
Why water?
Let me finish. and you decide, but be very careful how you say things. So there was bars on a rope that did not smell of what I'm normally smelling, and it was kind of burnt wood smelling, which may not be bad.
Like,
okay, it's bad. Okay, it's bad.
Campfire smell? I love that.
Yes, yes, charred smell, and the only thing I could wash myself with was a brush, and I think they take turns on it. And it was matted with hair. I mean, the thickest hair I've ever seen. I was wishing I brought my sword with me. It was that thick, and I ripped at it for a long time, and finally it ripped out, and I used it because it was the only thing there. And they have these cloths that are like bristle. They stab at your loins and make you itch all over. And I dare say I almost scratched the skin off of myself. But after all said and done, she brought me some bandages, and oh man, they're the softest bandages ever. I wish they can like translate that into their bathing routine. And then I had to realize that I had to go out there practically naked. I couldn't just put my armor on again, and well, I got made fun of a lot.
So not only did you have a bathroom adventure, but you ran through the hall naked.
Well, I had
like a wee baby.
No, I've been there. I've been there. It
After
happens.
a bath.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Just spraying flashbacks. I was called a wee baby, and that my cheeks were smoother
Seems
than
like
what
you
they've
get
ever
caught
seen.
without your pants a lot, Ariel.
You do.
How are your injuries, by the way?
Oh, they feel better.
Better.
Whatever
okay.
she did to these bandages, I don't know where they get there. I asked for a cleric, but I don't need one. I feel it's still sore, but it's the wounds have like they pretty much feel closed up. So I'm not gonna try to do too many swinging to reopen them, but I don't want to look because I'm just I feel great.
Yeah, that's good.
Where is the bath or the toilet or the bath toilet?
I kind of want to see this too. Yeah, if you could just point us in the direction, I want to see.
Oh, you're not gonna follow me. I mean,
Oh gosh, don't look. There she is. I feel she fancies me. She asked me many a times if I wanted help putting on things and washing and getting in areas that I couldn't reach. How would you do that? Like when she's right there.
She's talking to somebody.
Thick beard. Short but thick. And I mind you, beards are a thing. It's like the thicker the beard, the better for the women.
She's cute. Come on, look at her cheeks. Those are the rosiest cheeks I've ever seen.
You know what they say? Thicker the beard, sweeter the juice.
I didn't know that.
Wait, where the juice coming from? Oh gosh.
That's what they say, right?
Do they say that?
They say that. How am I doing?
Chubby doesn't speak dwarf, so she has no idea, but that's kind of weird.
Well, if you want the bath, you go
I'm
talk
just
to
saying
her.
you could do worse. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, thanks. When you're done making matchmaker, feel free to talk to her. Speak to her. She has, and she can probably point us in the direction of where we can get supplies. I don't know where we are on time, but I do need to make my way, or we need to make our ways to Conrad.
Well, I have to use the bath toilet, so I will be back then. All right.
Just don't use a sink.
Okay.
It's the one with the.
I'm gonna go sleep too.
Feel free. Anybody else need a bath or a toilet break?
Just gonna eat my meal.
And I do think they wash together, by the way, so there's no separate. Yeah.
I just look at Cheppy and Moonbrook and just shake my head.
Chubby's okay with getting some food. She's kind of hungry.
Yeah, Moonbrook paid no attention to the whole story. She's out of it.
Well, I'm going to go and see if I can find a place where we can get supplies. Enjoy your meal.
Don't fall down a chasm.
Or a giant toilet.
Bye.
That one is a character and a half.
You're telling me. What do you guys want to do for breakfast? Chubby needs some food. Frog needs some food. He needs some flies. Chubby needs to find some flies around here.
I hate to say it, but there are probably flies in the bath. place.
Probably true. Chubby can go check it out. Why don't we just maybe reconvene when everyone's ready?
Sure.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. That sounds great. I'm just gonna eat this. Everything.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, everyone goes to do their tasks, and we can sort of fast forward a little bit as everyone washes that wants to wash, and everyone eats that wants to eat. We can say maybe an hour or so later, everyone is kind of meeting back up with Garrett and Perilou.
Oh, okay. So it shoots out, but you stand over it, right?
That's what I saw. You stand over it, and it shoot out.
And then
One shoot up, and the other one shoot from the side.
Are these those butt washers?
well, I guess that's what it is. I get it. I saw it. I get it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I kind of have we already taken a second to meditate or not yet? Okay, cool. So I'm still looking for anything that looks like an apothecary or shop or anything, any of those types of things.
Okay, so go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Ray.
Okay.
Have you made that information known? Have you let us know that you're going to go find that sort of thing, or is there?
No, I'm just sort of looking around right now. Like I hadn't said anything.
So I think the best thing that you find is they've got some like general goods and stuff. They have probably the equivalent of a general store, but they don't have like a specific apothecary, or if they do, no one's really willing to tell you.
Okay. Guys, I kind of want to go. I need to top up on a few things, and I want to head over to the store if anybody else wants to come with me.
You have a store?
Well, I guess.
Who wants to go?
I don't know. I guess it looks like it.
All right.
I can probably help you since I speak Dwarven, and yeah, I'll come with.
Oh no, I speak Dwarven. I can do it. It's fine. You can come along though, please. You know, I'm rusty, so.
Oh, okay. I'll come with.
So yeah, start walking over to where this place is.
Okay. There's
wagon.
Yeah, there's basically the equivalent of a wagon. They don't really have like a store per se. But there is somebody that's got a cart sort of set up. You can see there's an older looking female dwarf, ample bosom, and she has like really thick hair that's kind of like pulled into a ponytail as she's sort of getting things set up on the cart.
Does she have a beard?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna probably walk up and I'm gonna lean up against the cart as I don't know, as smoothly as I can be. Like,
oh god, so Terrell just like gets it. He knows what Ray's doing. He's just gonna like kind of sit back and pose his arms and give him a nod.
Exactly, this will be good.
I think we both kind of.
yeah.
Hey there, how's it going?
Oh, hello.
Oh, that is a smooth voice you have there. Is this your cart?
Hey, it's my cart.
Your cart. Okay. Well, I'm looking for a few things, and I'm wondering if you might have them. If you have time, of course. I don't want to be bothering you.
It is a store.
Yeah, but you know, I just want to be Anyway, do you by any chance have any beans, legumes, anything like that dried out?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Do you have any mistletoe by any chance?
What kind of store do you think this is?
I'm just, just asking if what you might. I tell you what, maybe it's fast if we do this. What do you have available?
Just what I have in the cart here.
Right. Okay, I'll just take a look real fast. What do I see?
We don't get a lot of travelers through here.
No, I suppose not, and I don't mean to put you on the spot like this. Okay. Guess that's it. No, I'm definitely. I don't think she has anything for me. I'm definitely gonna turn.
You can go ahead and make a charisma check if you'd like.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, no, I think she's
not
got
a saving throw, but just a charisma check.
Not a. Just the. There it is. Oh, fuck.
It's like you didn't even have to roll it.
Yeah. Right.
So she says,
So you're not buying anything?
Well, yeah, I don't want to be bothering you. Okay, last thing. Do you have any?
You're only bothering me if you're not buying anything.
Right, right.
Leoric, please aid him. Do the thing. Stand behind me.
Do you have any? Do you have anything that's? Do you have any wood? What kind of wood do you got?
A dwarf.
Wood?
Mm-hmm.
We do have some wood.
Okay.
But it's very expensive.
Right.
It's terrible.
Do you have any? Do you have any spruce wood? I mean, up here, wood being what it is, you probably have something similar like that, right?
Save him, please.
Spruce?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you, says,
Why would I have spruce?
Well, you know what? I don't even know.
Oh, right. Red, you have everything I needed.
I'm sorry? What?
Did you get everything?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything.
charisma check,
right.
Leoric.
Oh, no. This is not a good idea. But also, it's a great idea. Save or check?
Just a check.
Oh.
Did you have a, oh, you did. So that's actually an 8. I'm taking the first roll.
Oh.
So she looks at you for a second, Leoric, and says,
Who are you?
Hey, I'm Leoric. The Stout. Leoric the Stout.
Don't look very stout. It's
It's a
spindly.
misnomer. It's a title, not much a clan name. It's a. It's. So, what are you? Did you get everything you needed?
He's not buying anything. He's a cheap
don't
one.
have- You don't have the beans.
I'm happy to. I don't. What do I see in the card? I feel really bad.
Sure.
Like,
So
especially with everybody else getting her badgering me.
This is Ray, by the way, a great cook, fantastic. He was here looking for beans and food because he's a wonderful, tender, loving cook and very great at.
go ahead and give me a deception check, please, Leoric.
Dude, Terrell's just eating this up. He don't even want to save the day on his own.
In the background, you hear Cheppy yell,
He's also a great cuddler.
That's true.
Great cuddler.
So inside the wagon, there's various like tools. There's you see some like really scraggly looking bagpipes. There's some backpacks, a few baskets, There's some iron pots.
How much is that? And he points to the bagpipes.
Actually, I was gonna say, can I see what kind of? Could I tell what kind of wood that is? I mean, spruce has a smell to it, so could I
the wood of the bagpipes?
Yeah, because they have the reeds that comes out of the bagpipes. So can I take a look at that?
Yeah, you and Leoric both reach for the bagpipes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you want to?
Go ahead.
After you. No, please.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab it, and then I'm gonna put the little pipe parts, but I'm trying to smell to see if I can tell or not if this is spruce.
Oh, I wouldn't have.
Go ahead, give me a nature check.
Oh boy. Okay. Fucking Christ!
Oh, this is definitely spruce.
It is. Okay. How much for this? How much for this? I need this. How much for this?
Bagpipes are 30 gold pieces.
Okay, never mind. And I'm gonna put it right back down.
I didn't know you played the bagpipes. I mean, of course you do. Play the bagpipes.
Wait, Chubby can show you a fun music item she has later. You can play that.
Okay, great. Okay.
Do you have anything here for you, Ray?
Definitely not. And I'm so sorry for taking up your time. Thank you so much.
She puts her hands on her hips, glares at you. I love that every single interaction you have with any sort of person that's any merchant is always bad.
Is there a smell? Is there this guy?
On the dice, maybe.
What a cheap ass. Immediately as I walk in, there's a quality about Ray. Fuck, man. That's great. Okay.
I'm so sorry I started that for you. I'm so sorry.
I love it. I love it.
It's so perfect though.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk away. And
so before Ray walks by, Taro kind of grabs him while he's closing his eye. Kind of grabs him. So I could possibly teach you how to actually get in good with anyone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love the attempt. I look. You're fledgling and you're growing, and soon you'll have your wings. Right now, you just have ass feathers.
You know what? It's just when she spoke, I think that threw off my whole game because I just wasn't expecting it. It's like gravel over gravel.
Right.
What you do is you compliment. Compliment the beard first before you do the interaction.
I was trying to play. I was your wingman.
I know, and you were doing a good job. It's just I don't know.
I thought so.
That was great. I needed a laugh. Thank you. Okay. Honestly, Ray, you are. How do I put it in these words of?
Bit of a failure.
He's thinking of it in Elvish, but how to put it in common tongue to make a little bit more sense because it sounds a little bit more rough in Elvish. You have uses, and it just says it in Elvish anyway. You have uses in areas where you you make up those uses where you lack lots. He says that in Elvish in like the high elf tongue, but he doesn't mean it in a negative way.
Sounds beautiful.
Yes. What the hell is he saying?
And I can understand it. So I'm just like
amazing.
Oh. Okay.
You lost.
Yeah, I
argue,
meant it in
but I just went through that, so okay.
It's okay. Let's find the others.
She had crap. There was nothing there.
Yeah,
there was nothing there.
It might be off season. If we were looking for weapons and stuff, might be a little bit different.
I want to know that.
What's that?
Bagpipe season. That's what I want.
It's not bagpipe season. I think it's always bagpipe season around here. Probably.
Well, it was almost.
You sniffed the bagpipe. Okay.
Bagpipe sniffer.
No,
that's what you are.
I was trying to find out what the wood was, and I mean it was the wood I needed. But that
please, Ray, don't go around sniffing any more wood, please. Let's find the others.
I have to. I don't. You
Especially
can't tell from the look. You can't tell from the look.
It's okay. We'll not tell anyone.
Well, sometimes you can.
This is our secret.
Okay. I don't think it's much of a secret.
Not so chippy. All right. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Maybe I should start looking for someone to get in contact with our king. Okay. So I'll go off and I'll be right back. Is that okay with everyone? Unless anybody wants to come.
No, it's fine. Totally fine.
Where are you going? What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to look for someone so we can fetch an audience with the king.
I will come.
Oh, great.
All right.
All right, off we
Can
go.
I be a dwarf? No, I will not. I feel like I haven't been. I'm not feeling it today. I feel like it's that lady was looking at me
if
funny.
you feel that you can be baby, dwarves
I
love
don't
to
think
laugh, and I think you have that in you. Sure, why not? But I advise against it.
Okay, all right. I won't. I just don't get murdered.
I'm trying this thing to where I'm not telling you guys what to do all the time. So this is, everyone thinks that I'm being
I'm trying
bossy.
this thing where I listen to people and their advice. If you tell me not to do it, I'll try not to do it.
I think it's in his best nature. We see how it went with her.
She didn't like
She's
me
not
very
even.
much.
Yeah. Okay. So
All
off
right.
we
No
go
one
then.
else
I
coming?
think.
No one want to come?
Cheppy will go.
Yeah,
All right,
Jeff.
come on.
I think
I
this will
don't
be
know.
good
We
for
should
you.
all probably just go. If we're gonna see them, maybe they'll bring them to us right away. Although, aren't we supposed to be taking Garrett back home? Why are we talking to the king again?
Where are we
well,
going?
We may need supplies on the road. Maybe can outfit us with something because bagpipes is not going to keep us all warm and fed. So we try to get whatever we can. We agree, maybe. I mean, again, as we already did, to bring their iron. And once we form that bond with them, and we'll be in good spirits.
Why do we need to talk
to
the
say
king
goodbye?
again, then? We already know that we just have to bring the iron back. So we could just get stocked up here, buy the supplies that we need from.
We should let him know that we're leaving, don't you think? Or
Shop.
no?
Would be
I
polite.
think a king really cares about if we're leaving or going.
I-
Chubby knows a lot of kings and queens and just people who think they're that really snooty. Listen, the Fae.
But
It's bad.
Well-
Everyone thinks they're a king and queen, okay? They don't want to talk to us. We could just head out, go bring the stuff, then they'll find out.
so Terrio's
might just
hearing
even
Cheppy.
get-
Go ahead, Cheppy. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
So he hears Cheppy saying this, and he's kind of like, maybe it's not a good idea to talk to the king with Cheppy involved. So he's just like, maybe you're right. I'll just let one of his guardsmen know that we're on our way and we're going to fulfill our side of the deal.
Less likely for you or Ray to make a fool of yourselves here in front of the king. So we should probably just go. Chubby's all been great. Chubby
Right, we
got
don't want
drunk.
you-
Chubby woke up this morning. Chubby's been good.
That's right. We don't want
Chubby
you,
didn't wash
Tariel,
her
to make a
hands
fool of
in the
yourself.
toilet.
Ray. Not me. I can't do it.
We wouldn't want you to run across the hall butt naked again.
Well, look, listen. I would like to say that they weren't. They seem like they. I'm just going to say thank you for the hospitality, and then we can be on our way. Yes, yes.
I will come.
Excuse me.
While you guys are doing that, let's just buy some supplies. We've got the time. We could just buy some supplies here in the little district while they're waiting to come back. That way we can get together.
Sounds good. What do you need, Cheppy?
Chubby doesn't really need much. Just some alcohol, maybe some more rations. I don't know about anybody else, but I know Frog needs some flies. I wouldn't mind finding some flies.
All right, let's go look for some.
So, Cheppy and Nissa begin to look for some supplies. Ray, what are you and Moonbrook doing?
I probably walk to I don't know, a pillar or a corner or something like that, and I'm just leaned up against it, and I'm sort of like what's going on? Like I'm good at talking to people. And I'm just rambling to myself. Like I feel like a big
Sure.
failure. And that's it. That's all I'm
Moonbrook, what are you up to?
Moonbrook is literally, she was around the crowd around the shopping thing, but she wasn't paying attention and she was off in her own like little world, so to speak. And yeah, she's still there and
Okay.
she's just
So I think
ready
Garrett and Perilou Perilou have probably started talking with you.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea when we're leaving?
Hopefully soon. I would like to get on the road as well.
I would like to make it back to my husband soon.
You
wouldn't
actually
mind.
want to go back now?
He looks at Perilou. She says,
I think that you're right. I think that Asterix probably didn't make it.
Yeah, well, we've all lost someone here in the Icewind, huh?
Yes, especially lately. It's been a difficult few years. That's for sure.
Yeah. Several years. Whole decade. Cursed fucking lands. Yeah, no, we'll be on our way soon. I am glad that you have decided to return to your husband, though. I won't tell him that you didn't want to come.
It's not that I didn't want to come. It's that I felt responsible for losing them.
Well, you know that's not your fault. Like, that...
I was responsible for leading them up the mountain. I was responsible for their safety. And I let them all down. Who else's fault could it be?
No, you're right. But don't you love your husband more?
Of course I do. But... if I can't do my job... if I can't try to make some sort of way through this never-ending night, through this unyielding winter, what good am I to him? We need to survive. We need to pay for food. We need to pay for clothing. We need to pay for everything. I have to do my job.
No, I understand that. I do. Yeah, I do. And she'll just put her hand on his shoulder. She'll let it fall off. I'll go get the others.
Leoric and Teriel and Cheppy. I'm sorry, it was just Leoric and Teriel that were going to try and meet with the king.
Yeah.
Yes?
Subordinate, somebody that can let them know thanks for the hospitality or whatever if they can't find him. If they bump into the king, then great, but they were just trying to hurry along.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check, Teriel. Do.
Okay.
Just a regular one.
Oh.
You can't even get people to talk to you.
Excuse me. Hustle and bustle of Dwarven town. Well, I guess my thanks will be in order once we get our stuff. And get our bearings and get the iron that we promised them. So he kind of just turns around and looks back. It was a nice place. And he just kind of goes and joins with Leoric. Well, I couldn't get the attention of everyone. Everyone is just so busy.
It is busy.
Yes.
Pardon?
Yeah, well, I guess we should be on our way.
All right. How do we leave here? Is it turn around here?
I believe it's down this way. If we turn that corner right there, we should be back at the shop with, we just won't make eye contact.
Right, yes.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right.
You can see Nissa and Cheppy there, looking for some supplies. Now, there's not really a lot here. What in particular are you looking for?
A jar of flies.
Definitely not there.
Is there anything around that would have flies? Like some rotting meat or just like filth?
Not that you can see.
Can Cheppy take Frog down? And she looks at him and she kind of gives him a little rub on the head.
Take me to the flies.
Can Frog lead her to the flies?
Animal handling check. Frog hops off your hands to the ground and sits there.
Come on, buddy. You can do it. Let's go get you supper. You can do it. Show Cheppy where the flies are. Show Cheppy where the flies are.
Are flies the only thing he eats? Maybe he'd like something else.
Cheppy's never tried before.
Maybe ask him?
Cheppy's never tried talking to Frog. Frog always just talks to Cheppy.
She bends down and picks him up.
Frog, I know you're kind of weird about talking to people in front of Cheppy, but Cheppy's just talking to you. Are you hungry for something else other than flies?
And then she just stares at him.
I just kind of like step back and pretend I'm not paying attention.
Ruben.
I think he's a little stage fright again. I guess we could just try something for him. Cheppy will try. Maybe some meats.
We could just buy more regular rations, perhaps?
That's probably not a bad idea. Maybe some timber as well, if we can find some wood. Cheppy can make fires, but when Cheppy goes to sleep, it has to go out. It's magic fires.
Right. There was that shop that we stopped at before, or is there another one within view?
Do we see any other shops?
No.
Maybe let's just stop at the one that we passed before.
So there is wood for sale. There's probably like a bundle of wood. However, it's 37 gold pieces to purchase. And it's a small bundle of wood. If you've ever bought like a bundle of wood like or something at the store, you know, it's like one of those like carryable like maybe 10-15 pounds of wood, something like that.
Oh. What about a ration or two?
There are
How much would
rations
that
for
be?
sale.
How
Let's see.
much are they?
Rations. Let's see. Rations are gonna run 5 silver pieces each.
Is that like a good price for rations? Would we know? Would Cheppy know about ration prices?
Yeah, I don't think you have to make a roll for that. That's pretty standard. You do have to eat. I assume you have eaten rations before, so yeah, it's pretty standard.
All right, Cheppy will buy 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a maximum that we can carry?
Yes.
Is it just based on weight?
Mhm.
Or is it... Okay. I'll just buy 6 rations.
Okay. 30 silver pieces or 3 gold pieces. You get your stuff.
Sweet.
We can assume that you meet back up with the group.
Definitely. Yeah, we would definitely meet back up with the group.
Chappie's bought food.
Yep.
Oh.
We just bought some rations.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Chappie couldn't find any flies though.
Oh, for the frog.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Garrett and Perilou want to know when we're leaving.
We should probably head
Now?
out soon. Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
Chappie's got
everybody
foods.
Is everybody prepared? Did you prepare any spells or anything that you need to do? I was prepping just a few minutes ago.
Oh, I did it. Yes, I did. The middle of the
great.
night, I woke up
Just
and
make
did it. And then I was tossing
Right,
and
then.
turning, and then changed into a dwarf.
Moonbrook, do you want to
Moon-
lead the way to Garrett?
You have the map of Moonbrook?
Garrett would be there
Yeah, oh,
along
yeah,
with
yeah.
Perilou.
Okay,
it'd
sweet.
probably just be talking, but just off to the side.
Yeah, you know I have a map still. Right
How
here.
far of a travel is it, do you think?
Guessing whether they're leading us to a couple hours if the weather's good.
Oh, right?
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
hold on.
bullshitting.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft. And hold my hands out and whisper and wait to see what shows up.
What are you doing?
So, the weather looks so-so. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look like you had basically traveling here. But doesn't look horrible either.
Okay, so I imagine above my hands would be probably just a single cloud, and it is spitting snow. Not hard snow, but it's going to cause some accumulation. Like in my palm, there's a small bit of snow starting to accumulate, but very thin.
Look at that.
The weather's going to be okay. It's not going to be the best, but it's not a blizzard, so I think we'll be okay to travel.
That's handy.
No, that's
Yeah.
super handy.
Let me try.
Oh,
Looks like it's gonna be clear.
Let's use guide you.
That's actually sort of how that works. Yeah, that's
really?
what happened yesterday. I mean, there was a moon above it because you could see the moon.
Okay.
Because there's like a tiny moon in my hand.
Also,
Okay.
just so you know, the Druid Craft spell casts based on your current location.
Right. So literally where we are right now, above us, or like I guess we're in a. Does it go? Oh, that's actually a good question. So from this, I could only see when we walk outside, ish, right? Because it wasn't a huge long travel, was it, to get to the cavern itself?
To get to where you are right now was probably about 3 hours.
What, when we started following the dwarves?
No, not down into the, not down
Okay.
into the.
I was
No,
like,
that was
"Whoa!"
probably like 10 minutes.
Okay, so when we leave, it should still look sort of like this, ish.
Ish, right. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what the weather's going to be as we go along, but at least when we start, it's okay.
I mean, better than a blizzard, right? So,
We
let's
have
get on the
tents
way.
and stuff. If we need to stop, we can. We survived one blizzard. We'll survive another.
And 2 avalanches. I am
That's-
keeping score.
It's been a weird couple days. Well,
I mean,
you did too.
technically, like, being in, like, a little valley might help us a little bit. At least cut wind and whatnot, so.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah.
Chubby's
Let's go.
ready.
Let's do it.
Let's head out.
So, you leave the warmth of the Battlehammer clan's caves. Soon, the cold begins to seep back into your bones. And you see the cold reality, the dark reality that is Icewind Dale out in front of you. Cold wind begins to fill the cavern as you travel and make your way outside, which has a sort of eerie feeling, I think, for all of you. There is warmth and light behind you. And in front of you is cold, windy darkness.
All right.
Once more into the storm. Hey, Moonbrook?
Always.
At least...
Think we go this way.
At least Garrett is willing now to head back.
That's a big bonus. Chubby would have had to have put him to sleep again, and then we would have tied him up.
Yeah, no, he's willing.
Teriel says in Elvish, it's not how we go into the storm, it's how we come out of it. That makes us who we are. Just kind of says that. He just remembers that from like a scholar. He doesn't really care if anybody understands it or not.
I can agree with that, Teriel.
What did he say?
Moonbrook says fuck off in Elvish. Which sounds lovely to everybody else.
Is this a song?
I think I would have heard her say it enough times that I know what it means, so I just kind of laugh.
Well, it's not meant for everyone, Leoric, but in our customs, we tend to like to prepare ourselves before we go into anything. But sometimes the preparations aren't enough, and it's what comes after the storm what makes us who we are. Different from who we thought we were when we went in. I don't expect you to understand, or anyone really. It's just an old elvish proverb.
Should I drive this cart again?
Yeah, you take that one. Does anyone want to take this one? Does anyone want to take the other sled? And who's getting on Thrak?
Chubby's okay with driving Flack, or...
Driving Flack.
Thrak. Chubby's fine with driving Thrak. Her hands are all blistered from yesterday.
All right, I'll help you up.
You don't have to hold that tight on the... Okay.
I want to try out the sled, I think.
Yeah, you can have at it. Have at it.
Okay.
So Cheppy is going to try and climb on to Thrak.
Every time.
The animals are probably, as soon as everyone starts approaching, I think Garrett probably says,
"Does anyone have any food?"
Yes, we bought some extra rations, and I pull out.
We'll have to
few.
feed the
Chubby has
dogs.
extra.
We'll have to feed the dogs and Yorak speak there.
I will feed Flack.
I'll feed the dogs. So is that
Maybe
like
we
how many
need
rations
another
is
one and
that?
call it Flack.
well, it's 6 rations for the dogs. Thrak needs 2.
Or one feed.
I can
Do we have any
give
feed
a
left?
ration.
Thrak needs 2 feed. The dogs need 1.
I have
So-
rations and I have feed.
Okay.
Okay, so I have
Give him the feed.
3 rations for the dogs. If someone else can give the rest.
I will get rid of my...
I'll have 3. I mean, I can give 2 rations for the dogs.
And I'd
Chubby
like
can
to,
give one.
I'd like to know the marching order here as you're making your way through the valley.
All right.
I'll go
Teriel's
first.
oh, sorry. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
walking next to Moonbrook.
Chubby's
just
on
gonna-
Thrak,
her lead.
probably close to wherever Leoric is.
I'm gonna walk next to Perilou.
Okay.
Oh, Perilou's on a sled or walking?
Yeah, Perilou was just kind of trying to cling to the sled.
Okay. So Teriel's just gonna walk up to Perilou, and this is a. Can you remind me? It's a halfling, right?
Halfling, yes.
Okay.
She's a halfling.
Perilou.
Yes.
I don't know if you know much about. He kind of like leans down. I don't know if you know much about elves. Probably heard a lot of bad things about us. And I don't know if you know any much about paladins. But I took a path that a lot of paladins do not take. This path is a dark path, but it has a lot of light on it as well. You get to make your own decisions. I recently took a sacred oath to my goddess, Landria, and I will tell you that she is a great goddess. She really rewards those who fulfill their oaths. And since I took a sacred oath, I am not an oath breaker. At least not yet. And I don't plan to be. I know your friend is over there, up there. Maybe their remains, or maybe they're okay for the time being. I made an oath to you, and I'm going to tell you, I mean to keep it. And I'll bring her back to you, whether it's in good measure or not. Would you like that?
Yes, thank you.
He looks at Garrett and nods. Then consider it oathbound.
Thank you. Thank you.
He stands up and he just kind of gets in his order.
You begin to head out through the Dwarven Valley. Moonbrook and Nissa in the front. Does anyone have torches or lanterns lit?
I'll light a torch.
I will have my lantern on a... I don't know if we have a stick or a tent pole.
There would definitely be like a way to hang a lantern, yeah.
He's going to have it hooked on the sled.
Okay.
I gave my torch to Perilou and Garrett.
Okay.
Lantern of tracking is going to be...
No, I'm in the back in the dark.
Okie dokie. Moonbrook, you are leading the way. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage. Continuing through the valley. The dogs barking. And the group underway. You make your way through the valley that blocks some of the wind. It's a little bit warmer than traveling on the open tundra. Down to where you can see the valley begin to open up. And this takes about 2-3 hours or so. Everyone can make a... I think this would probably be... I would say either a nature check or a perception check. Just a normal one. All right. Teriel and Leoric. It's definitely been getting colder. The clouds are not easy to see in this darkness. Teriel, you can probably make them out. The weather looks like it's getting worse. Snow begins to fall. And you think a blizzard is coming.
Everyone! Can we stop for a second and talk? Just for a second. Hey!
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
Listen,
What's going on?
do you not see the change? Do you not feel the change in how the cold just reaps into your soul?
It's gotten a little colder, but I thought it was because we're not in the cavern anymore.
It's like
it's
normal.
snowing harder.
Clouds are gathering.
It's definitely foggier ahead of us.
Yes, I believe it's
Okay.
coming. The storm of unicorn.
I'll check. I'm gonna cast Druid Craft
It's not
again.
that we don't believe you. I just want to
No.
double check.
No, it's fine. I mean, this doesn't look good.
Cast Druidcraft. And it appears that they are correct. A blizzard will be hitting very soon. As you're casting the spell, you can feel the wind getting stronger.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That, I mean, I couldn't even really say the spell, but I don't think I need to. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get really bad.
Okay, quickly, let's set up the tents in a circle and do what we did before.
We should do it within the cavern so that we're safe from the wind.
We
There is
can't-
no
that's-
cavern.
That is way too far back. We can't.
I guess
are
we're
we-
setting it up now.
Are we out of the little valley? Are we out
Yeah,
in the
you're-
open?
That's what I meant was the valley. Sorry, not the
Okay.
cavern.
Oh, sure.
The valley.
I guess you can look at it like you'd probably have to travel maybe 30 minutes to sort of get into a place where you're maybe protected by the walls.
Could I tell how fast it? I could barely see it, so it's probably coming fast.
Probably should just camp out here. We can get our tents set up and I can make another fire. I'm pretty rested, so I can stay up and keep it burning hot.
I have a question. Do you think it's smart, just thinking here out loud, Nissa, if we could get you and maybe Tarael or maybe a couple of who can do it, and we tip these sleds up sideways to form some sort of wall, and then put our tents close to it?
That's not a bad idea.
Yes.
We can use snow to, up against it to reinforce it, so we can. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Good idea.
Myself and Moonbrook can start setting up the tents if you guys want to do that.
Yeah.
Right. What should I do?
I'm gonna help with the sleds.
Yeah, come. Ray, Teriel.
Okay.
And I just start hefting the sleds
Leoric,
over.
if you want to get big and maybe move some snow, Chippy thinks that's a good idea. You can start blasting the snow up against
Alright.
the sleds.
Okay.
Just
And we'll go ahead and
we-
corral all the animals inside.
We've moved some of the things off one of the sleds, and I'm just heaving a sled up over onto its side.
Yeah, I probably was holding on to it and did nothing to help.
He's holding it up. I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to mend this together? No, right?
We'll just hold it in place and then pack a little snow.
Yeah,
at the
we'll just
foot,
pack
and then
snow
on the
outside.
Okay.
Well, is anyone here?
Yes,
Chippy
absolutely.
hears somebody.
You hear that?
Leoric, the lantern.
What?
Lantern.
Leoric looks over towards the
What
lantern.
is that?
You hold up the lantern, Leoric. Nothing changes about the color of the lantern, except suddenly an arrow sails out somewhere near the wagons, and suddenly you see several grayish green heads pop up from behind snow drifts.
Can I look in the direction of the arrows to have dark vision and make out shapes at least?
You can. Next
Do you need me to
session.
Damn it! What time is it? Oh my God! Is that late? What the hell?
Oh my god!
Freaking goblins!
Damn it! I thought it was gonna
Is
be a
it? I don't-
Chewinga.
Oh man.
So,
I love it.
we're going to have to see what happens next time, folks, because we are over. Sorry.
Jeez Louise! It literally
are
just
over.
felt like we just did this for like an hour.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's like
We are
we just
over.
went
I
to the cavern.
apologize.
We just went to the cavern.
So good.
We're going to have to find out what happens next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, chat. Much love to you. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so, please make sure you're following all of these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/rime to do that. And it's also a way that you can go check out the podcast version of this show and many of the other shows that we do on Table Story via the website. If you have the Apple Store set up, head on over there, check out the podcast, rate us and review us, please. It does make quite a difference for Table Story. It's huge for us. So check that out. Thank you. If you do that, we appreciate it. And let's go around the room. Let's do some quick shout outs. And let's wrap things up. Let's start off with Aaron today.
Oh, hello. My name is Aaron Black. I am an author. I wrote a cyberpunk detective mystery called Firewall Down. It's pretty good. If you want to know more, you can find me over on Twitter at Aaron B. Writes. And I am in the process of writing the second book. And another one that's a secret. So
Not anymore.
No, it's still a secret because I'm not going to say shit about it. Other than that. But anyway, that's me. So, and thank you everybody tonight. Oh my God, so much fun. So much fun. It's so much fun. I get so sad. All right, I'm done.
Thank you so much, Aaron. That's what you got.
Hi, I'm Tess. My mouth hurts a little, so I'm not talking as much today. I'm sorry. But you guys are all amazing.
I would just like to point out that Tess just had surgery and she did the show today. So get a round of applause for Tess, please.
Love you, Tess.
Oh,
thank you so much.
I feel better.
She was so upset that she was potentially going to have to miss the show today. She powered through. She just had surgery and she came on the show anyway. So thank you so much.
Dedication.
You guys, this makes my week like every week. So I'm just really happy to be here. Thank you. Anyway, move on.
Make sure you follow Tess, please. Make sure you're following Tess. And she does a lot of Borderlands stuff, and she's been playing Cyberpunk. So go check it out. It's a great stream. She's a great person. Go give her a follow. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it her way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support her if you want to support in a monetary way. Thank you for being here, Tess.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I love that. Yeah, right?
Let's go.
Bow, bow.
Wish.
Hello, hi, how you doing? It's me, your girl Wish. Tomorrow I'll be playing Rust just like the rest of all of Twitch, doing some RPs. I'm brand new at Rust, so that's fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that, and you can check me out at twitch.tv/wish. I don't know what time because I gotta work in the morning, but also let me just say I love Technique so much. I was
worried after today. I was like, shit, all right. What did I do?
I just don't want people to think that I actually... Moonbrook is a moody moon elf, okay?
Moodbrook,
they should just
am I
call...
right?
Moodbrook.
Yeah, Moodbrook. I was gonna make that joke.
No, I'm a dick. I'm so sorry.
You know, it was great. I just want to make sure it's loud and clear because I know how it could be. I just want to make sure. I love you, Tech. All right, so.
Love you too.
Anyways, there you go. And go follow all my friends. Okay, bye.
I was like, that.
Thank you so much, Wish. Proxy, why don't you go next?
Hello, my name's Proxy. I play Cheppy and Frog, and well, I guess Whack actually plays Frog. I do the hand motions of Frog. I stream every once in a while on Twitch, usually between Monday and Friday. I've actually been designing some leather wallets for my own brand.
And they're awesome.
You can watch that.
I'm sorry, they are so clean and professional looking. I watched and I was blown away by like the stitch. I can't even.
Thank you.
It was amazing.
So yeah, if you are interested in that kind of stuff, in the design process, the making and whatnot, you can come check out my channel. I'll give you guys tips and show you what I've been doing and making. I also do giveaways. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching, Rime. I've been having a ton of fun playing Cheppy and being with the party. It's been great. So yeah, make sure you use your Twitch Primes on them.
Thank you so much, Proxy. Technique, why don't you go next?
Hello, I'm Technique. I play Teriel. Hopefully you guys got some more interesting things out of Teriel today. I absolutely adore this character. I spent a lot of time making everything about this character. I spent months actually thinking of a character, and when I was asked to be on the show, I just deep dove into a lot of lore. Man, I'm so excited for the book that's opening for Teriel, because you guys were just skimming the surface of it and nobody knows, and I love seeing chat confused. It's freaking amazing, and this cast is awesome. I don't think I could pull it off without them and Whack as a DM. There's no way that I can explain to you guys. I probably thank him every time I talk about how he paints a world into an audiobook, and we get to put visuals to it, and how much of a treat and how blessed we are and lucky we are to be able to do stuff like this. So thanks for being here, and thanks for supporting all of us. If you want to find more about me, come to twitch.tv/technique, no U, no E. Go to Twitter, it's no Technique, no U, no E, with a T and a Y, V, TV, Technique TV. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
Myth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Myth, or Mythomatic, or Cord. I steal punchlines. I played Leoric today. I also am writing a D&D homebrew setting. I'm actually I've got a couple names that I'm bouncing around. You can go over to my Twitter, so twitter.com/Mythomatic, and vote for the next 24 hours or so on which name you like. I'm pretty excited about it. What else is there to talk about? Well, this was a great show. I really liked doing the dwarf stuff today. It was a lot of fun. Playing with all of you is always so wonderful. I was looking forward to this because I've been glued to the TV all week. I don't know about anybody else, but news and everything has just been nuts. So this is definitely something I needed. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of it. Thank you for playing with me, and everybody watching out there. Thank you so much for supporting us. Really means a lot. You can follow me on twitter.com/Mythomatic, or you can follow me on twitch.tv/Mythomatic as well. I do a lot of role-playing and voice acting and stuff like that. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. I'm Wax Steven. I have been the GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much for being here, chat. We appreciate you. Thank you so much to Aaron. Thank you, Technique. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, Wish. Thank you, Proxy and Myth, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just to reiterate, it's been a difficult week, I think, for a lot of people. And I hope we're able to entertain you and sort of help you deal with a lot of the stuff that's going on, and just sort of bring a little semblance of normalcy and silliness and entertainment to you for a little while. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday for Forbidden Lands, which is our Horizon Zero Dawn show that Domestic Dan GMs. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up this year, 2021 for here on Table Story. We've got a show that was recently announced called the Cerebrum Projects that's going to be starting soon. So keep your eyes open. Make sure you're on the Discord. Make sure that you're on the Table Story Twitter, which is just @a_table_story on Twitter. And we will see you soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.